season. And in his last 9, he's been.
What's up, guys? Last live of the first half. Hoping to go into the break on a high note. The pitching matchup tonight is Anthony Bass, as Zach Thompson was scratched due to a stomach illness, and Charlie Morton, who it has been amazing, but victimized by the one big inning. So hopefully the Braves offense can jump on him quickly and get some crooked numbers and just build some momentum, even though momentum is a futile term seemingly this year for the Braves, but get some momentum off of that 14-3 performance of Wednesday, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Even though that was a very disappointing series, all you can do is go to the next one, work to win every game one by one, and hopefully we just don't try to do too much. Take what the pitcher gives us, and whether that be a walk, hit by pitch, do the little things, and just get some good vibes going against this tough Marlins pitching staff. And hopefully Charlie Morton can avoid the proverbial big inning that's bit him the entire season. But good opportunity. The Mets face the Pittsburgh Pirates for 7.
In ways big and small, the world has changed. But our commitment to getting you safely out here, that never will.
The Mets face the Pittsburgh Pirates for 7 straight, so we'll see how that goes. In terms of the Braves, hopefully the Buccos can help us out. And Philadelphia is playing Boston, and the who am I missing? Phillies, Mets, Marlins. We're playing the Marlins. And the Nationals, coming off that improbable loss and improbable moments, are playing the San Francisco Giants, who have been probably the biggest overall surprise for Major League Baseball. In terms of the positive, sticking at the top of the NL West with the Padres and Dodgers, respectively. That's just been an amazing job by Gabe Kapler and company down there, or up there, I guess. So hopefully we can just take care of business, get off to a good start, and I think once we get the big hit with runners in scoring position, like the weight of the world comes off our shoulders. But when we go a couple over or whatever, or a big strikeout, it just kind of weighs on it. But you just got to keep grinding, keep going. We're only 4.5 back, as bad as everything has been, from the bullpen, from the offensive struggles, from everything.
Extended break of the first.
But then hopefully we can go into the break, get a mental breather for many, and just. I mean, I can't do anything other than that. And hopefully, take advantage.
We had the first game of the series last time we played them, and that's tough. That's a tough opponent because their bullpen is deep. They have some really good arms down there, so it's
and the old bullpen game, you never know what you're gonna get there. Usually, one of them. Usually, one of the people you grab out of the bullpen usually don't work out as well, but the Marlins did it last week when they had that Pablo Lopez mess with Acuna. Please, the Marlins have pitched Acuna well inside, got him to strike out on some nasty pitches. So hopefully none of that craziness, and Ronald just runs all over him, walks, hits homers, and no fireworks other than that. But it's just the Marlins are pesky. They're annoying. A little bit like the Pirates, even though we should not have had that difficult of a series. But baseball is one of those games that doesn't make any sense day to day, week to week, month to month. And really, baseball is the one sport that you really can't predict. So, but I mean, 3 good series other than Pittsburgh Pirates. So we'll just try to win the day and win every inning, win every pitch, and battle out there. We've done that all year, despite all the underperforming and unfortunate and unlucky things that have happened for us.
Everybody chosen.
Sid, always appreciate your time down in sunny South Florida. Go get the Marlins tonight. We'll look forward to talking to you here in the next couple of days.
So,
all right, Chip, thanks.
And also with the offensive struggles, you got the exit velocities and all that good stuff to tell you that you're hitting the ball hard, but I mean that's got to weigh on the group as well. I think some of that, trying to get 7 hits in one at bat, where you just need to keep the line moving, and we haven't had an extended period of success of that since June 20th. I mean, a couple of 20-run games, a 14-run game, but I mean, the amazing comeback on July 4th, that was incredible. But you just got to keep swinging. Just as a shooter shoots, a pitcher pitches, you just gotta keep swinging and trust yourself. And a good swing and a good approach, and hopefully we can do that, because I think we might be realizing what we are right now without Marcell Ozuna, without Travis d'Arnaud. We can't just sit around and wait for the 3-run Jimmy Jack like the luxury of last year with Adam Duvall at the bottom of the lineup, Ozzy at the bottom of the lineup, and no DH and things of that nature. So hopefully.
For the starting 9, Kevin Smith gets the start with Charlie Morton. Of course, you know Acuna and the Marlins and that history. Ronald with 20
so here we go.
Against Miami, 24 homers overall this season. Let's see if he can begin this game with a bang, albeit with a wrinkle. It's Anthony Bass that gets a start, not Zach Thompson, Jeff.
Yeah, Thompson apparently not feeling good. So you see that last start, October 2nd, 2012 was San Diego.
Anthony Bass, the infamous Max Fried walk-off single.
He's a 2-pitch pitcher, fastball 95.
1 to 2 innings
Obviously, have seen him quite a bit. And bigger picture for the
at
Marlins,
most.
Their last 6 games, their bullpen has thrown 36 innings. And that dates back to the first pitch of the game thrown by Pablo Lopez when he was ejected here in Atlanta. They've given up only 7 earned runs in those 36 innings. 5 of them came in one game against the Braves. So this is, I guess, a mixed blessing.
Yeah.
You get the bullpen, which has been very good, but might be a little tired. So we'll see how it works out tonight.
1-0.
We are underway at Lone Depot Park. Ronald Acuna Jr.
No 92 or 85 in the back.
The bullpen's going to be a little bit tired. They've been asked to do a lot lately.
Yep, I am ready.
And a breaking ball in for
Slider, 1-1.
has the plate. Jordan, one of the taller umpires in the major leagues. Chris Siegel, Mark Carlson, Jeremy Riggs are on the bases. Acuna, 1 ball, 1 strike. And another breaking ball, he couldn't pull the trigger. It's quickly 1 and 2.
He must be looking for something else, because 2.
Only really 2 pitches, but you see that slider there. Very
Gotcha.
effective. It buckled around.
Gotcha, bud. 2 sliders.
As Jeff mentioned, it's been a long time.
Middle sliders, but good sliders. 1-2.
To be exact. And that caught the outside corner. Bass retires Acuna. Wow.
Yeah, that ball definitely came back. I might not even had to come back.
Acuna had an interesting at bat there. I think he was confused at what he was looking for, I guess.
tonight's
Strikeout on 94, perfectly placed.
They've seen all these guys plenty. Hopefully they have an idea of how they're going to try to get him out.
Got to swing to get a hit, though, Ronald.
He usually has been cruising. He runs into one big inning. Limit that, and he should give you 7.
Freddie Freeman unloads on the
Go, ball, go, ball. Woo! Freddie Freeman doing MVP-free things. Maybe Acuna was surprised that he didn't get hit, but again, I've said it before.
I said no surprises. You see that?
I said it before. I mean, they've pitched Acuna pretty well when they get him out as strikeouts, and then Freddie Freeman just getting a slider, cement mixer right down the middle and parked it. Feels really good. Panda hug.
His club has a bullpen game on its hands, and their bullpen has given up the game's first run. Here's Ozzie Albies. That's fouled off the.
I don't think I realized.
I mean, that's where you want that.
Bass has 96.
You see where he gets that
84 slider down the middle. Control, Alt, Delete.
That might have been off the top of the wall with the old dimensions. On the ballpark in Miami.
Liner to center, right to Marte. Really good swing.
Took away the home run sculpture to try to give their offensive players help.
It's just the Panda hugs are just our thing this year. Just like Josh Donaldson with the umbrella and things of that nature.
Austin's riding a 4-game
it's just the fun thing we do instead of the selfie.
And we thought he did a better job. Remember, Chip was going up the other way, staying through it. And then he finally was able to turn on that double to left center.
Let me ask you that.
Painted fastball down and into Riley.
When you see a player like Riley or any big league player have that kind of success, how do they get away from that, and why did they get away from it?
It just happens. I mean, baseball's so tough. You get into a bad habit here, and I'll tell you what. That's why you talk about hitting coaches and people
up and away,
point that out
or
to you.
up and in. I'm sorry, 1-1.
It's tough to see. You don't recognize it until someone shows you or looks at a number, and then you're like, "Wow, all right." And that's why Brian Jordan was talking about on the pregame, saying guys need to watch video and make adjustments.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, Riley certainly has. As that one's off, I should say on the plate, off from Austin Riley.
That slider's biting nicely. I don't know what Acuna was looking for, but.
He's a strike away from completing the first at home. Braves lead on a Freeman home run. 1-0 your score. Pitch. And a swing and a miss.
94 up. Swing and a miss. But 1-0 is a good thing.
You know, it's the funny thing about baseball. Baseball has its ups and downs. But one thing about it is that most people who go to the games.
Maybe Acuna was surprised they didn't test him up and in. That's might have been why.
And no matter where they sit, that they're rooting for the same team, black and white. It somehow has a way of gluing people, of bringing people together.
Philadelphia not helping us out.
Accept credit and debit cards, bank transfer, and mobile pay. Payments made easy with Intuit QuickBooks.
Why do I love Benedict?
Yeah, hopefully Charlie can avoid the big inning or the random walks and hit by pitches that he has against the Marlins for whatever reason. Sometimes there's just one team or one thing a season that doesn't make much sense. And for Charlie, it's been the beginning and the Marlins. The beginning overall and the Marlins.
How does it feel to have an Angie home? Like savoring a midnight snack in your newly renovated dream kitchen. Get started on your next home project at Angie.com or download the Angie mobile app today. Make your home an
And gets head kick knocked out. And there was a famous instance
Night Showdown. It's the Braves versus the Marlins from Miami, presented by Kaiser Permanente.
I met Dale Murphy at spring training in Kissimmee. I've met Dansby Swanson.
He missed the starting assignment in the last game here in Atlanta for the Marlins.
I met Dale Curry.
Starting 9. Let's see if Charlie Morton Jeff can finish his first half with a bang.
Yeah. Good start to the season for Charlie this first half, and you'd love to see him get that 8th win. Like I said, stay away from that one big inning. Last time against the Marlins, that's what
I have
happened.
Steve Avery's autograph.
4 runs cost them. Although the Braves did come back and win that game and scored 5.
Jazz Chisholm hit a leadoff homer yesterday against the Dodgers. LA got the last laugh, salvaging one of the 4 games they played in Miami.
Ball 1 for Morton.
The Marlins are coming into this series sky high. They just beat the defending world champs 3 out of 4, just like the Braves felt when they took a series against LA.
Well, I think what was just crazy, and we talked about it.
Liner right to Almonte.
Almonte in left field. Chip, the Braves left here, had all that momentum going to Pittsburgh. They lose the first 2. Miami leads here, heartbroken. And they go home and beat LA. As I said, this whole season, there's just not been a.
This whole season hasn't really made sense.
Yeah, it has for a lot of teams.
Emotional and otherwise. And Starling Marte stands in good numbers against.
And as much as we want to try to make sense of it, baseball is.
15 for Miami.
Again, if you didn't see my open,
18 runs batted in.
I was reading the other day.
That's the reality.
Did they?
Yeah, they're trying to work out a multi-year extension with him to come back.
Yeah, he has said he'd love to remain in Miami.
It's been a good fit. Saw where they announced Donnie's coming back next
Good
year,
spot. 96 down.
Compared to where they were 2-3 years ago, it's a totally different team. And we talked about it.
Who do I like
Great hitters, they'll tell you.
better in left field?
National League East, top to bottom.
Well, that's what makes them so tough to figure. Marlins have the best run differential in the league.
I really like what Arcia's brought to the table.
Yeah.
Almonte gives you a good at bat, but he's been better off the bench. I would say Arcia at this point.
According to that metric, 45 and 41 with their pitching.
Wow,
Great curveball there, the dispatch of Marte there.
Just he can turn it into 2 or 3 different ones, and you see this one starts right over the middle of the plate, and it just slowly dies. It's so tough, and that's the thing.
I met Cam Newton. That was a big one too. He personally took my phone and did a selfie, so that was really cool. I've had a lot of cool sports experiences. Lucky enough for those. Good curveball there. Get in the count. 88. Or more of a slider, maybe.
Definitely trending in the right direction. And while they may not win the East this year, they're going to have a big say in who does.
Adrianza has been really, really nice. I thought they might give Dansby a blow, and
This team had an offense. It's a totally different dynamic.
I thought they might give Dansby a blow and give Adrianza some time because he's been very, very nice, especially he's just been very hot lately. But since we're so close to the All-Star break, I think. But I wouldn't put Adrianza in left field, probably. Right.
As a player, he's still doing that as the man in charge. When asked what they're going to do with Marte or at the deadline, it was, well, anything we do, we're going
1 and 2.
We're just going to keep that to ourselves.
Oof.
And that's out of play.
Minor foul out of play.
Roof panels are closed. Roof above is closed on a muggy night in South Florida.
See if we can get the finicky pitch here.
Homer has gotten the first inning off to a good start for the Braves. 1-2 pitch. And driven toward right. That'll chase Acuna back to the warning track, and he's got it.
But Aguilar got that one. But nice catch by Ronnie there. 3 up, 3 down, 11 pitches. Good start for Charlie.
This week, we should
That on.
baseball. Instead, Stacey Abrams and the liberal mob forced the All-Star game to move, despite the fact that we made it easier to vote and harder to cheat. They'll put their
That on, boys. That on.
jobs, small business, even the truth. Here's my commitment. Secure, accessible, and fair elections will always remain the foundation of who we are as a state. And I'm not backing down from this fight. Let's go Braves.
From the Blue Ridge to the Upstate, from the Green Pines to the
Yeah. So I mean, I've had a lot of cool experiences in terms of athletes and meeting them and getting cool autographs. So kind of
every time, because anytime you travel to the South,
let's keep adding on. Keep adding on.
a message from the All South Highway Safety Team.
It's your guardian angel. It's your muse. It's your smart dress, tech intense, safety obsessed superhero. The Hyundai Sonata and Elantra. Hey, your journey. Own it. Now get 0% APR plus 500 bonus cash on the Elantra or Sonata, or get up to $1,500 in savings. Visit Hyundai.com.
I don't.
Braves on Bally Sports, presented by Coors Light.
I don't know that. I think they went to the BB Corps bout when Dansby was in college, and I think he deserves the number 1 slot. I mean, I know that I know that he hasn't really.
Give us an insight as to what you guys are looking at with the 24th overall pick.
I know that he hasn't really produced as much offensively, and you don't like as many strikeouts as he had this year. But he had a really good 2019, 2020, even though it was a short season. So I don't. That's a little. No, I don't agree. I don't think he's been what he wanted to be. Obviously, injuries and with the wrist and stuff like that. What's up, Hudson?
Yeah, you have guys like Leiter and those guys that are going to go high, Rocker, some of the other names. It's tough really having discussions.
I don't know. I mean,
usually talking about somebody else's
that's just too much of a interesting thing to think about. I think Dansby's been a very, very, very good MLB shortstop. Is he the offensive shortstop that you need in a major league lineup? Not necessarily with the strikeouts and get out. That 2-0 foul. Nice running catch by guess who? Adam Duvall. But
it's kind of sneaky because we've talked about like a lot of collegiate players high, but we were able to sprinkle in some high school guys. Like we took Michael Harris.
I think
good talent. He slid.
I'm not a good person to ask that because I really like Dansby and I know he struggled and it might be time the Braves might move on from him, and I understand that, but I think it.
19, and I was just speaking of 2019 to 2020 was a little bit more difficult.
I think it's fair.
And so we didn't have a second round pick, and we were limited somewhat, in terms of going after some high school players.
And that might be the case, but again, hitting major league pitching is hard no matter what. So again, I'm probably not the best one to answer that. 1-1 on the inside slider swing, 1-1 for Dansby.
We still have some promise for Phillip. We think he's going to get, he's going to swing the bat. He's a pretty good defender, it's sure.
Dan, you look at the draft now, 20 rounds. It's a lot different than when I was drafted and all those years you were scouting.
Breaking ball.
how do some of those guys?
Give me over breaking ball from this guy I've never heard of, Morendo.
Notice that way. Yeah, some of them
The old bullpen game. That's
mental leagues, and it's very difficult because I was a 35th round pick. And I feel bad. Like we go out, we scout
91 painted
baseball people. EY
strikeout.
High school teammates. He went in the 42nd round. He had a great career.
Yep.
You got guys like Mike Piazza, who was really late. Now the draft is condensed to like 20 rounds, so it's really difficult because I think we're losing some good baseball people in those other rounds. But we try to take the 20 rounds. And make
You
the
were
best
right.
of it.
There is 20
You're not
rounds.
just drafting and developing and scouting high school and college kids. You now have the opportunity to.
20 rounds in the draft should be.
There were some penalties assessed to the Braves. Those have gone by the board. I'm sure for you and your staff, that is a potential rewarding situation for you guys to get kids internationally back into the system.
Yeah, any way that you can acquire talent, you have to be
pitching wise, I'd like to see where Kevin Kopps ends up. The massive reliever from Arkansas. Hitting wise, I'm not.
We'll get back at it.
My last question for you: how many gallons of coffee?
I have no idea, to be honest.
What do you have left in you?
We're running low on our Starbucks coffee right now. We got the Starbucks coffee in there. We're doing all right. We're getting through it. But I've got through quite a bit cups of coffee. My heart's racing a little bit.
Well, ours will be too. The 24th pick.
Yeah, who are we going with?
Yeah,
come on, let us know.
Yeah, you can give us the scoop.
I can tell you this: you'll be excited about the player. Hopefully, it's an arm. I was talking earlier. Like the arms don't seem to get blocked. We always need arms.
Heredia with a 2-out single, trying the 2-out rally mess, and Aguilar and.
But at the end of the day, if we can get some good arms and sprinkle.
It is harder to find upgrades. I mean, Braden Shoemaker has been on a tear after a dismal start to his minor league year. So we've got him in the wings if you want to do that. I mean, everybody needs offense, everybody needs pitching, everybody needs bullpen. So it's just really Dansby struck out just now, but
if I'm sitting in the hotel room and they don't have the Braves channel, I'll put it on my phone and I'm listening. I enjoy Frenchie.
So I mean,
good sense of humor. He's always hitting me with a line or two. I love it.
We have to rely on a lot of people's offense that we didn't think we would have to rely on this year, and that's a big thing.
Some of the players, I try to tell them as much watch a game because you learn so much from watching the game, and it just
2-0 to Kevin Smith.
Seeing the pitches now, it makes you wish.
Hopefully, at least maybe clear Charlie Morton.
That's great.
Dana, we appreciate your time. We know you and your staff have so much more important things to do, but good luck with the draft. And all of us appreciate what you guys do for the organization and can't wait to see you.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dansby is the new punching bag for Braves Twitter, kind of like Tyler Flowers was and some others were, and Kevin Smith. And I've been critical of both Dansby and Kevin Smith, but he's done a very, very good job at shortstop. Yes, the strikeouts are too much, and he knows it. But I would so.
Dana Brown, we didn't have a chance to introduce the new Marlins pitcher. This is Sean Morimondo.
I'm sorry. This Sean Morimondo. I've never seen him pitch before,
so they had to really scramble and adjust their roster after Zach Thompson came up ill before first pitch tonight. And a 3-2 count.
Back to 3-2.
Kevin Smith, who's hitting 8th.
Yeah, he got Almonte to line out, and obviously Dansby struck out, and then Heredia got the hit, but he went 2/3 of an inning shift, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, give up a homer back in May.
My thoughts on the trade deadline are
was released in
are dependent on what we do in the 18 games and 17 day stretch, really difficult stretch to start the beginning of the second half.
And so here he is, pitching in the big leagues against the Braves, who lead 1-0. And a swing and a tip that'll retire.
Struck out Kevin Smith. Dang it, we didn't get
1-0 on the Freddie Freeman homer.
We didn't get the clear of the pitcher there. I think you could both buy and sell somewhat if you wanted to. But again, I think it totally depends on what we do on the field. And that's probably a cop-out answer, but the only real answer I have at the moment. Braden Shoemake has hit about 311 and had a great stretch of games after a .050 start. So he's got some tools. He's kind of a Dansby lookalike in terms of hairstyle, and he's looked really good of late. So he's an option, definitely. The Braves at the trade deadline, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we could do both. Not a really solid answer, sorry there, but I could see us going for I'm trying to think about who's out there. If the Rangers were to think about Joey Gallo, or Trey Mancini or something power bat wise, it'll also depend on if MLB gives us the decision on Marcell Ozuna, which is likely a suspension for the 2022 season, giving us some salary relief and some flexibility, as we all like to say. So that is going to be key.
Curveball, most in Major League Baseball, brought to you by StatCast 3D, Google Cloud. Look at how many are out of the zone. What that means is he has tremendous late break. It looks like his fastball, and the best hitters in the world have trouble reading that spin and laying off the curveball. Hope it continues, guys.
Here's Braves killer Adam Duvall.
He's got a strikeout in tonight's game, and he'll start the second with Adam Duvall, Miguel Rojas, and then Jesus Sanchez.
Good spot.
Didn't come back quite enough for
95 outside, not bad. Good
Duvall
spot.
has been awfully tough for the Braves to retire. 5 homers, 15 RBIs among his 11 hits.
95 in.
Adams' walk-up music is Call Me the Breeze, which is somewhat apropos. He has struck out 88 times despite all that damage. 19 homers and 60 RBIs. That's 60 RBI total, tied for first in the senior circuit.
Great curveball there.
I think when they signed him, you got to know if you sign Adam Duvall, there's probably going to be a 230, 220, 235. But he's going to give you the power, and he's done that for them this year.
And a threat.
1-2 count.
Well, let's see if Charlie finishes off with a breaking ball. The 1-2 pitch. He tried to.
Outside. Laid off that one 2-2. You could probably go up with a fastball here. But you got to get higher than the high. But Adam loves the down ball down. So we'll see.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
They tried that. Fouled out.
It seems to me that Charlie's become more of a 2-pitch pitcher. I'm not saying he only throws 2, but 2 primary pitches.
Yeah.
And his stuff is so good that hitters know what's coming, and they still can do very little with it.
No, you're right on. The high fastball and the curve. He does have a slider he throws occasionally.
It's very hard. It's very good. He also has that two-seamer and that change. I agree with you. I see the high fastball and the curve.
There's the curveball. It's deflected right off Morton.
Kick save and a Butte.
First out.
Or butt save and a Butte, one of the two.
You know, there's this thing in pitching
Deflected
that
right to
you
Freddie
don't
Freeman.
change when things are working. So you usually establish that fastball early, first time through the lineup, then you're going to throw that breaking ball. So we check this out. Sometimes
Oh, kick save and a Butte.
No, it's a kick save and a beauty. One of those, though. He was right there behind him. But it was an easier play.
And he gets
And act like he's done it all the time.
Now, last year was just too weird of a year to kind of judge all of that. So, I mean, and, I don't think we had as much salary or any of that, and it was just a strange year.
There's just no reason to do that. Where Charlie's gotten hurt is that one inning on that one pitch, you know, late in the game.
Down to Rojas.
There's no reason to go against what's working.
Well, what's working for him tonight is an early lead, and the fastball curveball combo's been pretty tough to this point.
2-0.
Marlins have been set down in order of the first four hitters, and now he's gone 2-0 to Miguel Rojas.
Rojas has been a pain for us sometimes.
About 3 weeks with a hand problem. They really missed him in their lineup. Rojas kind of the glue that holds everything together for the Fish. This one's banged to the left side. Dansby gets a high hop.
Very nice. 96 fastball, ground out. And when Charlie's getting ground ball out, it's a good thing.
Strikeout so far for Morton. Here's Jesus Sanchez. We saw Sanchez quite a bit in the series here in Atlanta.
There's a lot of things that have not gone our way. Bad luck hitting the ball on the button and not getting results, and injuries and unforeseen situations. and
Pitching-wise and the bullpen, they know what they have there.
Sanchez.
3 homers, 9 RBIs. That floats in for a strike.
Great curveball to get in the count. Well,
Sanchez, by Baseball America, is the Marlins' 8th best prospect. Was originally a Tampa Bay Rays product. They acquired him in the Nick Anderson deal.
Down curveball, 1-1 to Sanchez.
Elbow surgery.
Well, we've got a lot of decisions to make, and I hope one of them is quickly sign Freddie Freeman to an extension.
Turned 23 in October. And that's banged toward first. Freddie gives ground, feeds Morton perfectly. Charlie has 6 up, 6 down, and an early lead. We go to the third inning.
Really good feed by Freddie on that one. I don't think Smith has lived up to the $40 million, no doubt, with his vulnerability to the home run ball. Definitely, but we'll see. I mean, that's also a thing that we could do. Maybe try to get rid of Will Smith's contract, but still try to add a bat or something. So it's definitely a trade deadline that I don't know the answers to. That sounds super, super fun. I wish I could go with you, but I'm kind of bitter about the All-Star game. I'll probably just watch Freddie and Ozzie and Ronald bat, and that's it. Maybe catch Shohei Ohtani in the home run derby, but just kind of feel meh about it, given what happened. And maybe that was just the start of the bad omen for the Braves season. I'm not saying that that's actually why. It just feels feels bleh, kind of. So.
Zesty pepper jam and tzatziki sauce together in a warm pita. Try the pepper jam pita burger at Showmars today.
Braves, Marlins, tomorrow on Valley Sports Southeast. And there'll be action
So,
in South Florida.
I mean, that's just my thoughts. No, I'm not. I'm a little bit surprised, but with the nagging back injury and things of that nature, I'm not really surprised that Ronald declined. I'm sure they asked, but plus some of those, when you do those, I don't think it affects Ronnie because it didn't affect him when he did it a couple of years ago. Going the swinging, going the other way, and this, that, and the other, because he can pepper a ballpark with home run balls no matter where, so that he won't mess up his swing. But I think the nagging back injuries, it's a good.
If they win all 3 of the games, they could do just that.
It's a good omen.
To me, that would be a huge momentum boost. Just to know you finally got over 500 before the break.
Charlie,
Texas, Miami, and Atlanta are the only 3 teams in the major leagues this year that haven't spent a single day above 500. That's hard to believe. But considering
the Tigers, Orioles, Pirates, they all had a great opening day.
Oh, yeah, first week. But if you think of it a different way, as that strike 3 call, it's really pretty remarkable, Jeff, considering all this team.
Come on, Ronnie, start it up again. The trades thing, I'm not good at hypothetical trades. I'm better at when a trade happens, analyzing it and what I think that way.
There's times it's been frustrating for the players, for us watching.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Kimbrel would be.
In there, and they've done it. It's just like I said, the biggest thing for them.
Rojas at short takes care of Acuna, who swings the first one, 2 outs.
Yeah, I think a curveball got out in front of it.
Hanger got away with that one, but nice hustle by Ronnie, but quickly 2 outs.
Consistency, they'll have a chance.
Well, Freddie's starting to rack up the hits.
But yeah, who I want us to trade for?
And I told you he liked hitting in Miami and versus the Marlins. He's had 350 in 10 games versus Miami this season. He's had 678 Bs in 182 games versus the Marlins in his career. When you put up those kind of numbers, it's basically a whole year's worth of numbers.
So that's not really answering your question, William, but there's the rumor about Aaron Judge coming here, and yes, I think that would help us offensively, but I just don't like his injury proneness, so I don't know that I would do that. And being that Kyle Muller is in those talks, they're hypothetical, that I wouldn't do. 1-1 to Freddie.
It's more than any other National League hitter.
Or 1-2. Another quick inning, but that usually happens when you start with the pitcher. Unfortunately for us, or the bottom of the lineup, unfortunately for us. How many homers do I think Ohtani will hit?
Slight shift for Miami against Freeman. Panic is off the line at third base. And the 1-2.
That's the hard thing too about you talk about bullpen games, so they started.
Yeah, pretty much. Muller has just been really, really good to me, and I don't. Yeah, that's probably where I would go. That's probably my feeling there.
Hanging curveball that Ronald got that last AB, he grounded out, kind of just jammed himself. If you let him see that a couple more times against a guy like him, he's going to square it up. But that's what makes these games sometimes difficult for an opposing offense.
2-2 count.
Got a way to fight, Freddie.
Freeman putting up a good fight here. Sean Morimondo.
I would say for Ohtani, I'll 52.
On deck, he lined out in his first trip up.
Good take by Freddie. 3-2 count.
Talked about earlier, Jordan Baker, big, tall guy, but he gets down in that strike zone. His knees have to be tired after a game.
And
Great walk by Freddie. Trying the 2-out magic again. Hopefully it works this time.
Any of tonight's pitchers. And let's see what Ozzie is up to. He's third in the National League with 59 RBIs. 8 of them have come at the expense of the Marlins this year. And now for Albies, with a left-hander on the mound, he can turn around and bat.
He'll slow down a bit, especially if he's still, excuse me, if he pitches still as well. I think
You can't be comfortable at bats. We mentioned the lack of flow when you see a reliever after a reliever in a game. But I would imagine, Jeff, it's doubly uncomfortable when you get a guy like Moromondo, who you've probably barely seen on video.
Oh, for sure. You haven't seen much of him.
good take on two.
No, that was a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good take on 2
I'm sure the
curves.
with Freddie, but as you said, you turn around and you got probably one of the better hitters from the right side in baseball versus lefties.
Toward third. Long throw. And pulls Aguilar off the bat.
Really good hustle by Oz. Infield single.
Panic after Rush's throw.
Or,
He
yeah.
elevated it. And that helps Atlanta.
Pulled
2 on, 2 out.
Aguilar off the bag.
If there's anything he could have done at third base. I'm trying to look at this.
No.
I mean, you can't charge that ball. And even with I know the throw wasn't strong, but even with a strong throw, Chip, I don't think he gets him.
That ball kind of had a loop on it before it bounced.
Yeah.
And with Ozzy's speed, that
Infield single. Yes. I love Ozzy too. Come on, Riley. 2-out magic, bud.
Riley whiffed in the first inning. That was against Bass.
This Maramondo guy loves his curve.
He's the Home Depot getting more done player profile.
1-0.
It's his last 10 games with 2 outs. In those 10 games, 444 with 4 RBIs.
Our lovely favorite runners in scoring position. Good take. 2-0.
Tonight.
Don't try to do too much.
Getting one is great. Sitting on
Adam Frazier beat Brian Reynolds. Brian Reynolds is a right fielder because Adam Frazier is leading baseball in hits.
Way off the bag at first. The pitch.
Good swing. 2-1.
Camberwell past the Marlins dugout. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah,
After
well,
19 games, the Braves have scored more than 3 runs 5 times. For a total of 76 runs in 19 games, they scored 34 of those 76 runs in 2 games. So think about the other 17. Runs have been tough to come by. Hopefully Riley can help change that here. 2-1. Just a high breaking ball. 2 balls.
high breaking ball. Expanded the zone on that one. 2-2. 2 outs.
Talking about the previous 5 games, 6 for 36, and then they drop a 7 for 14. But you were kind of hoping they'd carry some of that down south with them.
Hopefully he hangs a breaking ball in the zone.
So as Jeff said, first opportunity for the Braves with a runner at second or third base tonight. It comes with 2 outs in the top of the third. The pitch. Alfaro thought it was good enough, but it curled around the plate.
Good take, Riley. Good take.
It was definitely close, but
Yeah.
good job by George Baker staying with
Yeah,
this pitch.
that was a good call by the ump.
You know, the slow curveballs.
Yeah, Tukey had 11 strikeouts
Now we'll see.
yesterday.
Runners go.
Good fight off, Ryan. Good fight off.
Second inning for Morimondo. He's thrown 41 pitches. They need length out of him tonight. Yet Marlins bullpen has been forced to work overtime. Again, the runners lead. Freeman and Albies, the pitch. Missed inside.
Great at bat, Ryan. Great at bat. Bases loaded. 2 outs.
Back from a 2-strike count, and Abraham Almonte is coming up. Hope you enjoyed my conversation with Brian Snitker before the game. He was raving about what Abraham did in that game against the Pirates. Didn't even start yet. Picked up a couple of hits and a handful of RBIs, too.
And that's why he's in there tonight. RC had played just fine that whole series, but you had a guy like this that put some good ABs. That really had to
Abraham.
when the game mattered. When it was 3-2, when he got those 2.
Been very, very good.
It was nice, but it was more of icing on the cake.
Mel Stottlemyre Jr. is the Marlins pitching coach. He's out to talk to
mound visit. Come on, let's get the merry-go-round going, Abe.
Zaxby's new signature sandwich is.
I think Tukey still has a big-time shot.
So Almonte, who popped out his first time up. Chance to do some real damage here for Atlanta. A walk, infield hit, and another base on balls has him loaded in the top of the third inning.
If it were only that easy. Come on, Abe. Come on, Abe.
Albies at second.
You might try to give me over breaking ball.
He just walked. He stands at first. Now Almonte. Couple of walks in the inning. Let's see if Abraham is patient here.
Yeah, he usually is. Very patient hitter. Swings at strikes, but base hit here would really
help things.
Give Charlie a nice 3-0 lead at least.
Good take down fastball. That's the one thing I do like about Abe is he'll be patient and make the pitcher come to him in most spots.
They play him straight up.
Get down! Dang it, Abe!
And the Braves can't cash in. A bases loaded change with 2 outs in the third. It's 1-0.
Fastball off the end of the bat. He didn't really seem committed to that. Ugh. Runners in scoring position. Doldrums. Happen again. Shocker. He didn't really seem committed to that swing, but.
Enjoy the open road and make more for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Georgia drives Chevy. Find you.
Well, they just got hot at the right time with 2 wild card berths turning into World Series. Can't fault them for that.
Dr. Vasquez, what's going on with the internet at your vet clinic?
Well, it seems like my speed keeps going down and my bill keeps going up. It's rough.
Check out Spectrum Business. They have fast internet at a great low price. 200 megabits per second for $49.99 a month and business phone for $19.99 a month.
I pay twice that.
So now's the perfect time to switch. You could cut your internet and phone bill in half. Call 833-919-2122 to get started.
Did they make you sign a contract? Sneak in a bunch of hidden fees?
Spectrum Business has no contracts and no hidden fees.
Well, are they reliable? My clients count on me being connected.
Over 99.9% network reliability. They even over-deliver on advertised speeds.
I know. I said that. 2 World Series, and yeah, they haven't won the division, but they took the 2 wild card spots and
Call 833-919-2122
and rode those to World Series.
The Braves battle the Marlins tomorrow at 3:30 on Fountain Sports.
I swear though, with the runners in scoring position thing, it feels like it's always with 2 outs for the Braves. And then when it's with 1 out or no outs, we somehow flub that up too. So it's
bonus credit with your planned purchase. It's a great way to try membership on a trial basis. Learn more at Braves.com/Fielder's Choice. Braves are back home at Truist Park. July 16th, weekend series with the Tampa Bay Rays. Then you've got the San Diego Padres. That's quite a homestand for Atlanta.
first pitch strike to Alfaro.
There'll be some booming bats, some bling, and some great baseball, which we hope you'll join us for after the All-Star game.
2 quick strikes to Alfaro.
Two quick strikes for Jorge Alfaro. Way outside.
Just a bit outside. Kevin Smith almost pulled out his shoulder on that one. 1-2.
Hamstring problem that cost him 30 games. And the batting average has suffered too. He's 4 for his last 35. Part of the big haul the Marlins got from the Phillies for JT Realmuto. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, fly ball, center, well hit, but not good enough. Already has got that.
Marlins dimensions helped us well with that one. 1 out.
Look, I think Alfaro, they don't really care about the average much. They're waiting for the power. That's what they needed him for in that lineup, and only 3 home runs this year so far.
The other key piece that came back was Sixto Sanchez. We had talked about him when the Marlins were in town.
He's out for the year, right?
Yeah, he has a slight tear of the posterior shoulder capsule. So they'll fix that.
Joe
We think
Panic.
he'll be ready to go by spring training 2022. Here's Joe Panic. They got him from the Blue Jays.
1-0 curveball.
To Toronto in that deal. Panic came back.
Away curveball.
And Panic's got the start at third base tonight. Pride of Hopewell Junction, New York.
2-0.
And high ball 2.
Find it again, Charlie. He always has those random batters that it just loses. So for a second, and then that's usually
Line drive into center field. He got a 2-0 pitch and didn't miss 96.
96 middle.
So that's the first Marlins base runner. And Sean
Lined.
Armando is going to come up. Let's see if he can lay down a bunt.
And 2-0, Charlie had to come kind of front door 2-seamer, and Panic, the veteran hitter, puts a good swing on it. Here there goes a no-hitter.
So Bob Murphy used to say, the longtime Hall of Fame voice of the Mets. First inning, 9th inning. There goes the no-hitter. And there's the bunt. I'll look to second, but the smart play to first. Good sacrifice.
Sacrifice by Mondo and Jazz Chisholm with 2 outs. Which
the covered with the Mets. All hit pitchers, all the bad pitchers, but no
Never got a real no-hitter yet
until
Johan
Santana did it.
Jazz Chisholm.
Padres finally got their no-hitter this year with Joe Musgrove. Turned in the first one in their franchise's history.
Yeah, Soroka will be out another season, but I don't know how you tear your Achilles just walking around. But again, that's the luck of the Braves lately, or this year anyway. But back foot breaking fall, 1-0.
Charlie in trouble.
No,
2 outs.
He just hits guys on the back of the foot with it. A lot of times we've seen that's when he's kind of opened up the big inning.
pitch is bounced foul.
Foul 1-1. Back-to-back breaking balls. 2 outs.
There have not been all that many players from the Bahamas to reach the major leagues, but hopefully Jazz Chisholm will be an island hero and inspire more kids to take up baseball and get to the show. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's taken low.
Good curveball, but good take. 2-1. 2-2.
That's the one you want. He's stayed soft with them almost his whole AB now. 3 curves and a changeup. See if he's trying to set him up or if he stays with that pitch.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Please, please, please.
A 2-2. Way outside. That's going to chase.
That was
to third base.
ugly curveball / changeup.
No chance for Kevin Smith on that one.
That one slipped out or something. I'm not sure. But runner at third makes it tough on Kevin. Got to be a wall back there now.
It just kept.
Yeah, he couldn't even get a glove on it.
That's a wild pitch if I've ever seen one. He'll just a bit outside.
Sounds differently when a wild pitch ends up behind the plate. It's not bouncing off.
Fouled off again. 3-2.
Yeah.
3-2.
Braves lead on a Freeman home run. Marlins threatening here in the third with a runner at third.
You don't have to be stealth.
And their leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm, digging in.
Thank you.
And a high pop, shallow center. Dansby
Call
goes
it.
out. Heredia says he's got it. And
Pop out for
no runs ahead, a man left. We go
to Heredia. Good communication there, and they strand a runner too. And that was a good job by Charlie because 44% of the Marlins runs have come with 2 outs. So that is big time there.
That means everyone in your vehicle buckles up every ride, every time. Because anytime you travel in the South, we want you to arrive.
Yeah.
A message from the All-South Highway Safety.
Pirates had a 1-0 lead. That's evaporated, unfortunately. With a VR homer and a Nemo double. So it's a little unfortunate, guys. Let's add on some runs.
With over 60 fun games to choose from, you can win up to $400,000 playing on your phone, tablet, or laptop. Play DigiGames from the Georgia Lottery.
Greetings from the edge, where grocery stores have psychic powers, and sensors help doctors keep pace with patients. A place where people, devices, and things connect, where that data creates insights and countless opportunities, all made possible by HPE's secure edge to cloud platform. That's not just built for today, but it's helping build your tomorrow. This is much more than the center of innovation. This is the edge of it.
If I'm nicer about it on Twitter, it'll actually work.
Twice as fast.
I was adding on runs, that is.
With Intuit QuickBooks.
1-0 Braves as we head to the fourth. 4 Dansby's up. Let's take a quick message from Landmark.
Chip Carey at Landmark Moral. For Out of the Park deals, shop Landmark's #1 lineup at landmarkdcjr.com.
Always the best, always.
Well, let's see if Dansby can start the 4th inning successfully. He struck out looking his first time up. Swanson getting his second look at Morimondo. Came on in the 2nd inning for Anthony Bass. Braves had them loaded with 2 outs. Couldn't add to their 1-0 lead. And Bolt
Bounce foul.
No balls and a strike.
Quick 0-1 for Dansby.
Well, so now these guys are seeing him for the second time.
High fastball. He cannot lay off of it.
That's the pitch, Dansby.
My foot is taped up. It's been a 11-year injury that we've dealt with.
Let's see what he does. 0-2. And he got him looking inside.
Painted inside corner. Dansby strikes out again.
Swanson's been caught looking twice. Once outside corner, once inside corner. And Mondo off to a good start in the 4th inning.
Yeah, Alfaro didn't catch it great. Actually, kind of pulled the ball inside, but you can see it kind of nipped the inside corner. And at 0-2, that's tough to
take, but also tough to pull the trigger on that. So yeah, my foot's okay.
Already is singled in the second.
Bit of a bloody mess, but is what it is.
All the Atlanta action, with the exception of the Freeman homer, has come with 2 outs, which has been another frustrating trend for the Braves. They haven't been able to stack up hits and walks with less than 2 outs much. This ball is cracked towards center. Marte retreats.
Already a liner to Marte.
The pitcher doesn't have those added pressure pitches where you saw last inning. They got first and second. He walked Riley. So, you force guys to have to make pitches, and it's a lot tougher. When they get only 2 outs, that pitcher, even though a couple guys might be on, they feel like I'm one.
So yeah, my foot's
it's a different feeling.
Annoying, but it'll be good in about a week or so. So
Pittsburgh got to play at PNC Park for the first time after playing quarterback at Pitt.
Kevin Smith.
I don't know what his pass list was, but it sure looked like he had to go deep in the pocket to get everybody into the ballpark.
Yeah, a few Pirates fans too on the pass list. I noticed.
Imagine that's a kangaroo court fine.
Yeah, and you leave the tickets and your family wears Pirates jerseys.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it was a golf. Trying to play golf and.
We promise we'll take good care of it until the end of the year.
Absolutely.
It wasn't the smartest of decisions, but.
1-1 pitch.
Mondo is unrelenting with that curveball.
Game is early at Citi Field. The Mets enjoy a 2-1 lead. To short.
That was scorched right to short.
And Mondo has a 1-2-3 4th inning. It's 1-0 Braves in game 1.
And we're heading to the bottom of the 4th.
We live with AT&T.
I don't know what we're going to do with Dansby, but I'm glad I don't have to make that decision.
Sign up for that here. Yeah, but I'm just warming up to those views.
We've lived here for 2 years.
Well, the personal attack is not helping.
Come on, buccos. Do what you did to us. Netgowski and...
Stop living with AT&T. Xfinity can deliver gig to the most homes.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
Getting through the morning.
That sounds like the Braves. I think the Braves need a new ownership, let alone the Rockies.
That definitely feels good. All while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy. You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat. The world's biggest businesses use TV to grow. Now it's your turn. At Spectrum Reach, we make local businesses big. And with the Spectrum Reach ad portal, your small business can advertise on the biggest TV networks right from your computer. Get the big business treatment with TV advertising, and reach new customers on your
Well,
own. Grow your business with the best content.
It seems seemingly going to be another nail biter.
Welcome to Spectrum Reach. Let us show you.
Excuse me, for us tonight.
Braves, Marlins, tomorrow on Valley Sports Southeast.
Just because we can.
With Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Braves battle the Marlins in Miami. Live coverage leads off tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern on Valley Sports Southeast.
Atlanta Braves baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist. All roads lead to South Beach, where the Braves lead the Marlins 1-0 heading to the bottom of the fourth inning. Our final series before the All-Star festivities get underway. The action begins at the T-Mobile Home Run Derby.
Like I said, with our offense, we're getting things with 2 outs, and then
91st MLB All-Star Game brought to you by MasterCard.
once we get that big hit, if we get that big hit, then it seems the floodgates open, but we've struggled doing that.
Charlie Morton's got a first inning run. So far, he's made it stand up. He's allowed just 1 Miami hit. He'll have Marte, Aguilar, and
that is true.
Coming up. Marte hit that ball before it hit him. The ball's in the strike.
Get off me, ball, foul ball for Marte quickly 0-1. Yeah, the Liberty Media thing, everybody's been angry about that for a while, so it's not really a surprise. And I want somebody actually owning the Braves at some point, hopefully, but
check it out when Marte takes a stance. First pitch. Starling Marte is wearing a Pittsburgh Pirates colored forearm sleeve.
Maybe he's, still pulling for the Buccos even when they're not there.
Well, we're pulling for him tonight.
Yeah, of course, right? But he should be too.
How about that defensive?
97.
Breaking ball, and Morton has struck him out.
Soared me on that one.
A perfect example of what that curveball can do to you. He's seen so many.
I think Langoliers has a really good shot. At least in spring training, I think we'll go maybe a veteran, maybe Darno come back on a short deal, maybe. I don't know. But I think we're pretty
yeah, absolutely caught guessing, looking for the breaking ball.
We're really in a good spot in terms of catching. I think not this year, but down the road, it could be a Contreras, Langoliers tandem, as it were, and I would really be happy about that if that were the case.
Just sit fastball and react.
I think
202 Aguilar.
Right here, you can do exactly. See, and then he drops a changeup on you at 87, which is a great pitch. But you can hunt. But Brady, I think when you get behind, it's like Marte was that time. You have no choice but to try to shoot that fastball to right field. And if he throws a curveball, hope you can recognize it enough to put a good swing on it. But it gets tough. That's why he dominates righties when he's on.
Way outside, that's 3 balls and a strike for Jesus Aguilar.
Come on, make him earn it.
So if the righty hitter, you come up to the plate, righty pitcher, you got 2 strikes on you. Let's say
the unfortunate part is we're all saying hopefully.
Breaking ball, or I don't know that you can look. Just miss it. I don't know that you can.
Went out walk on a just missed fastball.
97.
No, we've got shrimp and baked potato tonight.
It will try to keep you on the curveball and give you a chance, but it's a small chance.
Adam Duvall.
Fastball and adjust the curve, but you can't outlook curve and adjust 97.
If you want to take a shot, when you have a strike to play with, Birdie, I got no shot. I used to do that versus Adam Wainwright sometimes. If I was like 2-1 in the count, I'd sit on curveball, guess a curveball. And if you
I wish we would do that.
Another pitch to play with.
I think this year would be more easier to swallow, I guess, the struggles and the inconsistencies and the unfortunate things that have happened if Freddie was already signed. But he's not, and I know he wants to just let it play out. And
ground ball poked through the right side for a base hit. The Braves had a shift on.
Oh, I hate the shift.
Serves one the other way, and the Marlins
Shift that single, first and third, 1 out. Really good pitch by Charlie. Just found a hole.
And see, this is, to me, we don't see enough hitters do this. I mean, they're giving you 110 feet to just poke it through, especially off a tough hitter like Charlie Morton. Look, you're facing a guy throwing 90, and you're putting good swings on, absolutely. Tee off. When you're facing a guy throwing 96, running on your hands, that's
Miguel Rojas open for a pitcher's best friend here, double play.
Or a fastball away, you're going to be late anyway.
Yep.
Got that whole hole to play with. And Duvall has his first hit of this series. Now Rojas, the batter, he grounded out to short.
Take another one of those.
Second one out, 1-0 Atlanta.
That's the thing. I think the Braves aren't doing offensively, just doing the little things. But
another close game for Miami. They play a lot of them. They've played 28 one-run games this year. They've lost 19 of them. Underscoring Jeff's point earlier.
0-1.
Lack of consistent offense for the Fish. But they've got a shot here. They're missing Brian Anderson.
1-1.
Third baseman, outfielder, right-hand hitter.
Shrimp and bacon is a great combo.
Separation. He's been out since late May. He started to take batting practice and working on things defensively. They think he could.
I'm on limited, Charlie.
Within weeks of the All-Star break. That would certainly help Miami evaluate where they are and where they're going this year. Pitch. High strike 1 and 2.
96 fastball, up and away, painted.
As things stand now, the Marlins in 5th place in the Eastern Division, 8.5 games out. And 4 games behind the Nationals and the Braves. We're tied for 3rd. Phillies are 4 behind New York.
Come on, Charlie. Big pitch here, bud.
A ball and 2 strikes from Charlie Morton, a check of the runners. And a breaking ball is lined to short, shovel back to second, and Aguilar gets back safely.
Liner to short. Dansby, nice play and nice.
Even when you do get kind of a hanging curveball,
And
right there,
it's kind of lucky.
So all you get is weak contact off the end of the bat. Good job by Aguilar hustling back.
Almost got Aguilar too far off. Unfortunately, he was able to get back. Big second out.
Had he been another step further toward third base, that might have been a double play. So 2 on, 2 out. Jesus Sanchez is the batter. He bounced out to Freddie Freeman. Look at Aguilar. He's fun to watch.
He's one of the funny ones. He really is. And he's like that always, good or bad. I'll give him that.
'96 fastball, fouled off.
Not quick enough. And
0-1. I don't. If I had to choose between those two, I think I would. Breaking ball inside. Inside corner. Excuse me. Quickly 0-2. Get him out! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out!
I don't know if you could hear. You could just hear Jordan Baker, the umpire, ask the hitter, "Well, where do you got it?" Which I agree. That was a good pitch. It's strike.
And one more will end the inning.
Yeah, high heat, baby, high heat. Louisiana fastball there to get him out of it. Come on, let's go. Add on. Between those two, I would. Seager's had a lot of injury, plaguey stuff. Story gives me a lot of hope with the Chop House. Kind of helps with his swing. story. I think I would go with story if I had to choose it. Both of between those two.
The technology connected to your home can do more than just alert you, because the most experienced team in smart security has got your back.
CPI Security. Identify yourself.
For a limited time, pick 3 smart home devices with the purchase of a new security system. CPI, the leader in smart home security.
When your psoriasis is bad, it can be hard to see what's possible. But the possibilities become clear with Taltz. The first and only treatment of its kind, offering a chance at 100% clear skin. With Taltz, up to 90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. Some even saw 100% clear
Well, that
skin.
would have been
Use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis, increased risk of infections, and lower ability to function.
That would have been a nice get for the Bayou, but I'm thinking the Rockies were really happy about that.
See the possibilities. Ask your
Charlie, again, Charlie's done a nice job tonight. But again, it's the one.
Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota. Let's go places. And buy.
Haha, good joke on the endurance RJ thing. But again, Charlie's just the one big inning thing for him, so hopefully he can avoid that, and hopefully we can give him a little breathing room somehow, some way.
Is set to lead off for the Braves. We're home after the All-Star break.
You'll pitchers love hitting, hopefully, maybe.
Padres, Monday through Wednesday, July 19th.
And being polite to them hasn't worked out so far.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you'll join us. Get your tickets at Braves.com. Padres only 4 games behind the Giants in the National League West. And a bouncing ball found at third. You saw what happened to San Diego last night, I'm sure. Padres were down 8-0 to the Washington Nationals.
They're not only down 8-0 to Washington, to Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
I can imagine he didn't sleep too good last night.
Little chopper and the tag applied for out number 1. Padres beat the Nationals.
All right. Third time through the order against this kid, so we'll see.
He's our Snow's Greatness Made Here feature.
Well, you can see, talk about Freddie's numbers. This is a guy that loves Marlins Park. 8 of his 12 hits for some Marlins this season have gone for extra bases. We all know the history with them getting hit. It just keeps making him more mad, and he keeps doing damage.
Inside.
He's been hit 5 times by the Padres, once this season.
The Marlins.
And this one is right to left field for
rifled. I knew if he
perfect example, Chip.
Get that breaking ball again, he'd kill it.
He sees that curveball out in front, ground out. Now, star player, great hit.
Hey, Daniel's had one good year.
Way back, threw the bat head at it, and really
he had that 33-game hitting streak and 28 homers and 109 RBIs that one year.
In front of Freddie Freeman, who homered on his first pitch.
It just sounds different coming off Ronnie's bat. Hopefully, we can turn this 1-out single into a rally of sorts.
Staring at him. Not going, and a check swing foul. To finish up that note on the Padres, Daniel Camarena hit a grand slam off Max Scherzer last night.
And he's a pitcher.
Yes. After Yu Darvish left with a hip problem.
Yeah.
San Diego Padres, we'll see them right after the All-Star break. Armando 60 pitches. Freeman digs in, and Acuna draws the throw.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see Ronald run right here. You got Freddie Albies and Riley, who faced him last time, and they got a single and 2 walks. So you want to give those.
Come on, Freddie. 0-1 on a check swing, a fastball. We can split a gap somewhere. Oof, good pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Quickly 0-2, but this is got to be hopefully Freddie can battle. Come on, Freddie.
And lifted out and play foul. Don't know if you saw the Gwinnett Stripers results
High
from
fastball.
yesterday. Tukey Toussaint and Kyle Wright put on a pitching show. Tukey Toussaint struck out 11 over 6 innings with 2 hits. And Kyle Wright held Nashville to 1 hit and a walk through 7 innings. For the Braves AAA club.
Inside fastball, 1-2.
Our third appearance at AAA. And good to see Kyle pitching well. So keep those guys in mind as we move along here in July. Christian Pache, Drew Waters, and Jason Kipnis all hit homers. As a high breaking
ball back in the count, 2-2.
2 strikes.
That's the tough thing. You see, you got Freddie 0-2, like I always say. Now you have to make a pitch to put him away, and this is where he's so tough.
Cursory throw to check Ronald.
After 3 minutes, Ozzie Albies. Braves lead 1-0. The run came in the first. And
inside 3-2. I would not run Ronald here because Ozzie's so deadly against
because Freddie's pretty
lefties,
good
but
like this put the ball in play. Last time you saw him go slider away, I'd run him.
He was not moving, and the pitch fouled away.
Slider, good foul off by Freddie there. Good spoil. He wasn't running.
Imagine the only reason he's not going is in case Freddie does strike out. I guess you don't want to take the bat out of Ozzie's hand from that side of the plate.
Marlins have a big shift on with the runner at first. They concede a single if Freeman guided one to the left side of the diamond. Ronald has a good lead, not going. And
good walk.
So,
first and second, 1 out for
first and second. This time, Jeff with 1 out.
For Ozzie, who is insanely amazing against lefties.
Here's their second crack.
This is what you wanted. We showed the numbers the other day in Pittsburgh. Freddie.
Get one you like, Oz. Don't be too antsy.
In scoring position. This is a perfect opportunity for them.
Don't be too antsy. Sometimes he is.
Ozzie swings the first one and hits it a
he was too antsy. Big league pop-up. Damn it.
Ozzie a little over
Words.
After Freeman just walked, swings the first pitch and skies out. And it's up to Austin Riley again.
First and second, 2 outs. Ugh.
I don't think Ozzie's going to be too happy with himself for that.
On a slider.
Really, that pitch. And then off the plate.
Yeah, I love Ozzie, but he gets too antsy sometimes.
Pick him up.
Come on, Austin. Find some green.
Struck out and walked. We're in the 5th inning.
After he walks him, man, you got to make him throw a strike. Quality pitch. Words. Come on, Austin.
Sean Moramondo's 70th pitch found the markets and even count.
See? Case in point of trying too hard.
Against Taiwan Walker.
And I also can get it because it's just
as are we down in Miami.
Yeah, it's all good. So many words. Too antsy with runners in scoring position. Although I know it's hard. It's so maddeningly annoying.
Can't get on the same page.
Find a hole, Austin. Find a hole, please. I beg. I beg.
The 1-1.
Good take.
Nice play by Alfaro. That was textbook.
The curveball. He's kind of went away from the curveball a little bit.
Ronald Acuna at second base.
Gone to the slider.
See, Austin's got that whole right side here.
Try to yank it right out of the yard. And
No, overswing. Take it that way, dang it. 2-2 slider. Swing and miss. Over swinging on that one.
He's a guy that's trying to get big swings from you. If you stay short and quick versus this type of guy, and then he makes a mistake, you'll end up probably driving it in the gap or out of the yard anyway.
Small,
but he's
big things.
Big swings. You saw that with Ozzie first pitch.
Less is more. Less is more.
To count for Austin Riley. And the breaking ball catches the outside.
That was a terrible call, and the first terrible call of the night from the umpire. But we can't add on any again. Runners in scoring position. It's just not going to happen this year, I guess. Except when we decide to score 20.
From virtually anywhere. With 40 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar, Muscle Milk Pro Series helps build muscle.
That wasn't a strike, but kind of too close to take for Austin, but trying to do too much when a single works. And that's
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine.
well, yeah, Coffee got caught and got the worst punishment of any of the recent scandals, which is unfortunate, but the reality, I guess.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. The new Ford available with different go modes and a camera with off-road views. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Bronco Sport. Drive one today. Take on the great outdoors in the 2021 Bronco Sport.
Still winning, but it almost doesn't feel it.
They used to call me Sir Sauce back in the day.
I know you was gonna claim
Sir
that.
Sauce a lot. You know,
Will is the sauciest
guy they know. Well, when I used to date your auntie, she said I was saucy.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger. You a saucy cat, man.
Well, we told you the Padres are coming to town in late July. And Tuesday, July 20th, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. chain giveaway night. First 15,000 fans here at Truist Park will receive that gift presented by Delta Airlines. Get your tickets.
I don't know, because MLB is interesting. I don't know exactly.
1 for 3 tonight. Braves 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Charlie Morton protects a 1-0 lead with Alfaro, Panic, and Morinmondo's schedule. Those are the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Fish.
I didn't see Charlie.
That was a brutal strike 3 call on Austin, by the way. Just
2-pitch guy. He's 16 4-seamers, 18 curveballs early, and then he sprinkled in the other pitches to go with it.
Just for the record.
As you said, very dominant.
1-0 to Alfaro.
See the comparison there on the board.
Out of play to Alfaro. 1 ball and 1 strike.
One to Alfaro.
Could he hit the back of his head with the bat?
I don't know.
And now we got like an injury delay of sorts.
One pitch. 96 of beauty. It's 1-2. Let's see. That never touched his neck, I don't think.
The old neck strain.
1-2 count. And a swing and a miss.
Nasty slider dispatches of Alfaro there. I want the robot umps in some ways, and other ways I don't. But I just don't like.
Surgery. He is watching the game tonight, hopefully recuperating, and he'll be back with the ball club after the All-Star break. Kevin does a great job. I know he's still very much involved with game planning for the Braves and offense.
But that's not the same for him not being down there in the action with the guys.
But there's a lot of calls that make me cringe, so I really kind of want them.
Kevin is in good hands with his lovely wife, Beth. Can't wait to see them when the Braves get back in town.
It's spot 1-1 to Panic.
Beth might be ready for him to get out.
Yeah.
Knowing her.
I can hear it now. Stop being a baby. It's only a hip replacement.
Exactly.
1 ball, 1 strike. And a breaking ball bounce foul.
1-2 to Panic. Good breaking ball.
We saw Kevin on the concourse while you were gone, Jeff, doing his exercise.
Yeah, I mean,
walking around,
you don't like the umpires to show up things and
just man does a good job.
Just call it as they see it, but it bumps or thumps.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Although part of me would miss complaining about it a little bit, but if they got the calls right, but we said that same thing about replay. They get the calls right, you like replay, but half the time they don't get those right either. So it's double-edged sorts.
Looking inside
corner strikeout there. Woo, that was a beauty.
Man, you saw Panic. Couldn't even pull the trigger on that pitch. That's what we used to see Greg Maddox do at 89, not 95.
Yeah, that's almost not fair, right?
It's if you can control that pitch, it's one of the best pitches. It's tough. Lefties will tell you it's tough to pull the trigger on it.
Mondo, I think, again. Yeah.
He laid down a sacrifice his first time up. This guy's been impressive in relief of Anthony Bass, who served as the opener. He's pitched
1-0-95.
Yes, he's walked 3. He's given up 3 hits, but he struck out 5. And this one right back to the mound. Charlie Morton will make quick work of his mound opponent and sends us to the 6th inning. Abraham Almonte leads off in a 1-0 game.
Wait, 1, 2, 3 for Charlie. Please get more than 1 run, please. I think sometimes with the Braves this year offensively too, we forget we have 3 pitches at least. Especially with Ozzy.
Don't let your old gold.
But again, if he lines the first pitch for a single, we're not saying anything. So it's a annoying part of our offense lately. Since June 20th, which I don't know what broke us from June 20th, because I know we didn't have Marcell Ozuna. We had a week more of Marcell Ozuna, and then he had the injury and then the legal issues. So I don't know if that was it or I no clue.
The Spectrum TV app is already installed, making it easier to enjoy your service. Learn more at spectrum.com/Apple TV or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Some gold jewelry and design make a lot of style, but cash is always trending.
Well, are
old, unwanted, out of date, broken gold jewelry and gold coins.
The Reds and Brewers game last night. Oh my God, that umpire was as bad as Angel Hernandez.
Mets hosting the Pirates 2-1 New York top 5 until Adam Frazier does that. The single to right, tie things up. We are all locked up at 2 in the Big Apple, guys.
So, in that respect, I really agree, and I think.
Yeah, we need to get going. Yeah. By the way, baseball needs more Adam Fraziers. That guy is.
I think.
That's good. Hate watching him hit against you, but as somebody who loves what leadoff hitters can do,
I think they should use the grading and be more punishable if their grading isn't great, like they do in the Korean Baseball League or things of that nature. I think umpires get sent down and stuff.
Friday night showdown. Rays and Marlins battling in Miami. It's presented by Kaiser Permanente.
I'll tell you, we could use a couple more runs on the Friday night showdown.
We could.
Just give Charlie a little bit of breathing room because right now he is cruising.
We need to send word to Rob Smith and Braden Schlehuber in the Braves locker room. First pitch. That, late innings, a sip or two of the mystical waters of the Miccosukee Canal turns everyone's fortunes around.
It does, I'll tell you that.
Come on, Abe.
We'll be there next year with that.
We got to do an open from this.
Absolutely.
I've got it planned out too. Pitch is hammered foul. We show up in our
1-1 hammered foul.
Colors, right? Swim trunks, flip flops, and we stand there with.
I can tell you this: if we go in that water, we might get it. I don't know what we're going to get, but it's not going to be good.
But we'll have the pink flamingo floats and everything. It'll be great. Zinc oxide on the nose. And if you wonder,
fastball weirdly caught, but a strike on the inside corner. 1-2 to Almonte.
It's your dad.
My dad years ago.
It's one of the most beautiful things ever.
It was so bad. This ball is batting toward third. Panic fair territory. Long throw across his body.
Man, I thought Almonte was a lot faster than that.
That's how the Atlanta's sixth starts.
Ground out to Panic on the ball on the.
Dad on the radio network forgot who his pitcher
foul territory.
Was. Forgot the name of
I
the
was
radio
playing that game because Jorge Sosa was pitching, and then we were facing Dontrell Willis, and he said Kevin Willis for the Hawks.
And he said, and if there is a God, Jorge Sosa. So that's why,
in honor of your dad,
the Miccosukee Canal lives on forever.
Come on, Dance.
Armando is dealing.
I was going to say, he's got Dansby looking twice tonight.
Give me over breaking ball for Armando.
That's the one pitch right there that he seems to kind of be able to flip over whenever he wants, is that little curveball. But see, that's why I talk about not trying to do too much. And Kevin Seitzer is the perfect guy to, when you talk about preaching that, you saw what Ronald did. He didn't try to do too much, got the hanger, and he lined it to left field. When you go out to get this guy, that's when he's going to take advantage.
0-2. And that's taken.
1-2 quickly to Dansby.
Said that Armando did this to the Melbourne Aces in Australia a lot last year. You can see why he's effective.
Yep.
Throws strikes, he's around the plate, changes speeds.
Fouled off.
And I would imagine, Jeff, after that big breaking ball, that 90-mile-an-hour pitch looks a lot harder than it is.
Well,
yeah, that is kind of fun, watching arguments and things of that nature. But
It's way outside.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On a fluttery.
Peter will be managing.
Fluttery curve.
We'll see what he's got. I'm sure I'll be texting him every night if he makes a mistake.
You're all heart. There you see the shift for Dansby. And the 2-2 is hit high near to right. But Duvall has plenty of room in a big ball.
Duvall fly out. Dansby fly out to Duvall. Quickly 2 outs.
Guillermo snapped an 0 for 11 with a second inning hit. He's also flied out, so he's 1 for 2. Miami will have the top of its order coming up in the 6th. Braves have had some chances to add on in this game. They've left 6 on base.
Yes, we have.
3 of those 6 in scoring position. One ball, no strikes.
Gotta go with the less is more thing, but we're trying to do too much. I'm trying to score 7 runs with 1 swing, and if that was possible, that would be amazing. But
this man on the mound for Miami, Jeff, is giving Don Mattingly exactly what he was hoping to get.
Yeah, look, Thompson's had a great season for him, and when he got scratched today, it had to be, oh man, what do we do? And for this guy to step up and cover so far 4 2/3 and looks like going to be 5. It's impressive. And I guarantee the bullpen thanks him because they've been taxed.
And missed inside.
3-0 to GH.
They've thrown a lot of innings, as we told you. Last 4 days for the Marlins, 21 1/3 innings of relief.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But they won
3-0 green light, foul back. Good swings.
And on 3-0, Heredia got a green light and fought it off. 3 balls and a strike. That one's up and away, and that's 4.
And you didn't call that, but you called it on Riley. Okay, cool. 2 out walk. Could have been easily called.
Up and away. Alfaro's set up maybe outside.
That was a changeup.
That's a long ways to go, and Jordan Baker's not going to give him that call.
So Stottlemyre is on his way out. The Miami bullpen is just now starting to work.
See if we can get the 2 out magic. 1 working at any point.
Tell you about Anthony Bender in a moment. First, let's enjoy a quick message from Delta.
Reconnect with more. Delta, the official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
All these 1-0 close games are going to give me gray hairs. Or this entire first half pretty much gave me all the gray hairs.
Is the man warming up.
It's like Jordan Baker's just hanging with the other guys talking. Hey, what's going on in Miami tonight, guys?
Yeah. Anybody know that maitre d' Joe Stonecraft?
Give me a table.
Hello.
Actually, when I did the playoffs, 2 years ago, Jordan Baker was on our flight from LA to Washington, and I felt so bad. Even in a first class seat, that poor guy, he's so big.
Didn't fit him, did it?
No. Yeah. He was having trouble getting comfortable. He's all of 6'7".
Runner at first for 2
Come on,
outs.
Kevin.
I think he's had a good night tonight. He's
been very fair
and consistent.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Except the Riley call, but
with the field mics and the audio technology.
But yes, I agree.
You know where the pitch is.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I like it too because you can talk to him, so you appreciate that.
Smith shoots this one to center, but Marquez is there.
Liner to center.
Armando has been absolutely terrific. 5 innings of shutout relief. It's 1-0 Braves.
Yeah.
Tiramisu.
At least half that needs to go to Will Smith at least.
Okay, little Italy.
And here's your classic pitching duel again.
Yeah. No, I paid it. Didn't I? Wait, no. Yes. What?
I mean,
Patrons. Tiramisu.
87% of
I
people
wish
think about money
Dansby
all the
and
time. Three new convenient new ways to track
Yeah.
your transactions make it easier.
yeah, Monte, Heredia. I wish they would bunt like against the shift a little bit to give us some more chances, because obviously this offense, outside of Ronald, Freddie, Ozzy at times with the power.
Like who will walk out a winner and how long the fight will last. Don't wait. Download any DraftKings app now and just play free for $25.
Make it rain with the official partner of UFC.
From the Blue Ridge,
I've answered this. A lot of people have asked me
South Carolina,
about Snit, and the reality is we just signed him to a 3-year contract. We are only 4.5 back, despite all the offensive ineptivities, or however you say that, the lights out of the offense, the injuries, the unfortunate stuff. We're still only 4.5 back. As bad as it is, there is no way we're going to fire him after just signing him to a 3-year contract. There's no way. Absolutely no way. A lot of things have gone wrong, and I've maybe called for
Miami. How about that score of 1-0 pitching?
Snitker. I mean, Kranitz at points maybe, but but it's the reality. We are not. Excuse me. We are not going to fire him.
Back to the curveball. Watch the front door hit. Oh, that's not fair. 94 miles an hour comebacker.
No, I don't want anybody on the Marlins beating us, but I don't want Duvall beating us either. But that's
There's no doubt. You showed everywhere those strikeouts were going. There's nowhere.
But that's my assessment on Snicker. It hasn't been that. It's been terrible and bad in terms of performance, but he can't go out there and hit a ball. He can't go out there and pitch a ball. And the reality is we're still in it, as hair pulling as the season is.
I think someone alerted him on the bench, because after that he started mixing in all 4 pitches.
Jazz Chisholm, third time through. 0-1 on a breaking ball.
But I've seen more changeup side. One went to the backstop. I've seen sliders. He's really done a nice job.
Inside fastball could have been called, but he had to reach.
When you fall behind, being able to throw your off-speed stuff in what were once called fastball counts, isn't that what separates the men from the boys on a big league mound?
It is. And I loved your question. It was great. But, I started thinking about it. He's just faced these guys. So I think that's why he's mixed in some other pitches.
2-1.
Some different things. And that's brilliant.
And this is a team, quite frankly, this year that's giving him trouble. He's got an ERA near 8 against the Marlins in 20.
Great change up there, 2-2.
Yeah, we should, look, but I gotta believe all that damage is like in 3 innings.
Probably.
We've seen him cruise, and then he hits that skid.
But that's sort of the underlying theme that we've seen about not just Charlie, but frankly, the entire Braves pitching staff. There is virtually no margin for error for the men on the mound. Another close 1-run game tonight. And
great change up there.
Change up. He gets
Jazz Chisholm striking out.
That's 6 strikeouts.
Well, to say that Snit's, I don't always agree with Snit's moves. But once he makes the move to the pinch hitter or to the bullpen piece or whatever the case may be, it's out of his hands. Yes, do I think he overmanages sometimes? Yes, but I mean,
they score 20. So it's been a very unusual year. I want to say this. I don't know that they can play worse. And what I mean by that is the bullpen has struggled at times. The starting pitching, as you indicated, struggled at times. Mox getting out of the gate slow. And hitters like Freeman were hitting 220 for a lot of the year. They've had injuries.
Good spot.
So
2 fastballs, but good takes by Marte.
At worst, this team is a 500 team, and I hope things start clicking. Darno, others come back.
But I mean, without your
2 balls, no strikes.
Projected 3-4 hitters or 4 or 5 hitters with Darno and Ozuna and I think the offense itself needs to look itself in the mirror and say, we're not that power team where we can just sit back and wait for the 3-run homer. We have to make things happen.
We're going to grind through it. We're going to get through this thing. But at some point, don't you both agree you have to make your own breaks?
Consistency. That's, to me, the word for this team.
Yeah.
If they can get consistency in that bullpen, can get consistency from the bottom part of the lineup, this is a team that can make a run the second half and challenge the Mets and get to the playoffs. If not, you're going to see what you saw this first half to me, which is win 3-4 games in a row and then lose 3-4 because of the consistency. So there's tons of guys in here that have been in the playoffs, have done it. Now they just got to really put it together.
2-2 pitch. And Marte serves that toward Acuna in right. Has in front of the LED
just enough room. I'm going to kind of a hanging curveball there.
Charlie Morton has retired.
7 in a row down.
All in all, we watch these guys night in and night out with starting pitching. And for the most part, you're getting good, solid starts from these guys. Better than we did last year.
Yeah, well, there's no question. Last year, the bullpen was the strength of this team.
Absolutely.
And the offense. But
exactly. And so that's the deal to me. You're going to get Darno back hopefully here soon. If that bottom part of the lineup can start to produce a little bit, and I'm not even talking at the level last year, a little bit, to turn it over to the top, you're going to see this team be able to go on a run.
Aguilar the batter with 2 outs, bases empty. We haven't talked to Alex in a while, but I would assume, Jeff, this series against Miami is going to be really important.
He'll cost a King's ransom, especially with a $16 million team option for next year.
Is that close enough to add? If you're 9 or 10 out, is that far enough away that you think about either standing pat or maybe moving guys elsewhere?
No, and if you're the Braves, you look at it, you got to start the second half, to me, is going to be a real telltale sign. You come home for 6, which is good. Braves played pretty good at home lately, but it's the Rays, the Padres, and then you go to Philly and to the Mets. Mets is a 5-game series. So by the time the deadline comes right after that series, you're going to know where you stand.
You will know for sure. And then from a mental standpoint,
2-1, 96 fastball, good spot, but good take again.
Oh, yeah.
So in this Eastern Division, you put together one good week, you could make up 3 or 4 games in the blink of an eye. But to even think about
do not walk in, make him earn it. 3-1.
Or anything even remotely resembling that, you got to get over 500.
That's what, Chipper, you hear him say that constantly. I don't care how far we're back. We got to get over 500 first. And I kind of feel that same way.
The 500 is the glass ceiling for this team right now.
Important pitch here, 3-1 count, and Aguilar ball 4, second
3-1 or 4, a walk to Aguilar with 2 outs. Oh, Adam Duvall.
7 up, 7 down streak from Brave starter.
Jeez. Come on.
We talked to the guys. We talked to Brian Snitker. We talked to Devin.
Look, the guys know it. They're trying, but they're trying too hard at the plate in my mind, and that's what's.
Can't break through and shatter. Oh yeah. But you do that in this series, then you have 4 days to really sit back and get excited about a week from tonight, and hopefully that'll be the case here in game 1. Braves lead at 1-0.
Adam Duvall, really?
Second game of the series is tomorrow afternoon. First
don't hang a breaking ball.
Braves Live is on
at
3:30. It's Max
Oh, boy.
Rogers, who is a very impressive pitcher. Might be the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year. Pitches for Miami. And then we wrap up the first half with Bark in the Park Day on Sunday. Ian Anderson and Pablo Lopez.
Come on, Mort.
Adam Duvall 1 for 2. And a sharply hit ball right to Dansby. The flip to second is in time. And after that chat with Smith, Charlie Morton retires.
A missile right to Dansby. Good play. Force out. End of 6. Great job by Charlie so far. 9-1-2. Somebody cross the plate for the Braves again, please.
Are ensuring your safety on our roads in the South. That means everyone in your vehicle buckles up. Every ride,
Yeah, Kimbrel would cost
Anytime you travel in the South,
at least Muller and maybe Waters or Pache probably
highway safety.
in my brain. Anyway, just rethinking. I don't think about trades that well. I'm not one of those trade generator person. I look at them, but I don't know how to judge them until we make a move and how it fits into our plans of the season and the organization as a whole.
It's all part of building a smarter energy future.
I met Kristen.
But it almost feels like not only is 500 a elusive thing for the Braves, it's scoring more than 3 runs. We either score 9, 1, 2, 3, or 20, and you've got to find a balance there. And like I said, I think.
To fight off the fever, dream. Tip off this Sunday at 5 Eastern on Valley Sports South and on the Valley Sports app. Welcome to the Friday Night Showdown. It's the Braves versus the Marlins.
No, Duvall finally hasn't yet, and
Braves lead it 1-0. A 1-out first pitch home run from Freddie Freeman in the first inning is all the offense Charlie Morton has needed so far tonight, and Charlie will lead off Atlanta's 7th. After the Braves add on here, we will send you to the stretch presented by.
yeah, I'm just not a person to try to predict the future, even though I do try to.
Jeff has been awfully tough, not just for the Braves, but for the rest.
I do try to think about it, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah, he's been on quite a run. Face the Dodgers.
Yeah, the yet scares everybody.
Give up a solo shot, but as you said, he's been on quite the run this year.
As we told you, 10 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings.
This Anthony or Bender guy is crazy good.
Filthy sinker slider combo.
If he
how much that ball moved, Chip, it was up in the zone at 97.
The only chance you kind of got against him is if he hangs one.
Marlins bullpen has been excellent. 3.38 ERA. 307
Yeah, a great reliever name. Charlie, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, I hate to say it here. I'd almost rather have Charlie just power take and come back out and pitch 7th.
Yeah.
Power take, yeah. Just let him know you're seeing it, but I don't want him to blow up his bat here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Whoa!
Whoa! Easy, Bender.
See, that was a power take.
2-2.
I don't think Bender liked where that pitch went.
He'll probably get a slider now.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And a 97-mile-an-hour sinker. There's out number 1.
No worries, CJ.
This will be a fun matchup. Acuna versus Bender.
It's funny though, all these 1-0, one-run games. I would feel so much better if it was 2, 3, 4, but it just never is.
In 54 career games.
I'd probably go batter by batter in the 7th, but that's just me.
Just target outside, 1 ball, no strike.
Come on, Ronnie. Put a charge in one somewhere.
Didn't mean to, and that's fouled away to the right side. 1 ball,
I think that was a strike anyway.
Looks like such a good
1-1.
and then just bears in on your hand.
97.
As this game moves on into the later innings, and you think about the bottom of your order again. With that in mind, the Braves did make a roster move today. First pitch. Sandoval has been brought back from the restricted list after he had a personal issue to attend to. Jacob Webb was sent back to Gwinnett. He went back to AAA on a high note, 2 scoreless innings the other day.
Yeah, I mean.
So Sandoval with the club in Miami tonight, if needed. And Acuna got
That was a breaking ball.
And he takes a couple of steps out toward the man.
Come on, Ronnie. That was a breaking ball. Come on. But they did it again. Come on, Ronnie. Settle down. We need you.
I know Ronald's tired of being hit by the Marlins.
That was a breaking ball. That wasn't intentional, but
him in a 1-0 game. And again, Jeff, this was a breaking ball.
Yeah, I think that's why you're seeing Snit and EY. Look, you got a young player. He's, look, he's emotional. He's animated. That's what makes Ronald so good when he plays. But yeah, I mean, this was an off-speed pitch. And hopefully EY's telling him, if anything, get to first, steal second, steal third. Get him back that way.
come on, Ronnie. We need you. Keep your head in it. You're good.
That's why you see EY. You see Snit come out there.
Hey, Zeus. Shut up. Make him pay for it.
I mean, it was a glancing blow. It was 82 miles an hour.
But I really...
And I know we talked about Ronald doesn't like being pitched inside.
But I really don't like...
It just happens to be the Marlins every time.
Well, that's it.
And so, look, I mean, as you said...
I don't really like the Chip defends the Marlins, but I'll defend him on that one. I'm not defending him on the Pablo Lopez one. And everything else. But
and I think that's what EY probably went and got him.
Come on, Freddie.
Shipped on for Freeman. Acuna, good lead.
And
I think Bender knows he's about to go, too.
It does seem to chase Ronald, though.
Game situation. Alfaro went out. Jordan Baker sets the screen.
And I think that's what Alfaro was trying to tell him. Like, it was a slider, it was a curveball, whatever it was. Look, and when things calmed down and Ronald got down to first chip, he probably knew. It's just like, but like I said,
it's like 7 times against the Marlins, and I feel like 5 of them were
I don't
intentional.
mind the emotion at all.
Yeah.
But the game situation would dictate there was absolutely no intent by Bender in that
For sure.
spot.
Like I said, it just happens to end up being him every time. And so, eventually.
Joe Simpson's great on the radio, so...
Trying to tell if that's Braves fans booing Pender for picking off. You see a lot of Braves fans down there.
Yeah.
Come on, Freddie. Lightning bolt to the gap, bud. Come on. Crush something.
Short lead at first, not going, and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Let's see if Ronald can distract Bender a bit here and
I feel like,
make him make a mistake.
I don't know.
Freeman, who's the only man to touch the plate tonight.
How many times has Ronald got hit? Like 7 from the Marlins, including playoffs. So probably 5 of them kind of looked intentional. So when you get a breaking ball, you're like, oh. But then you get mad and you get fiery because...
And it's back toward first. Aguilar steps on the bag. And that is the second out. Acuna in scoring position for Ozzie Albies.
That was a good, nice little leaping thing by Aguilar. Ooh. But good having Ronnie run.
Ronald got. Bender does so 97, so I don't know if Freddie was trying to shoot the hole.
Good way for Ronnie to stay out of the double play there.
A couple of words for Ronald. He's the crew chief. He's also the second base umpire. Now Ozzie back hitting left-handed. Braves looking for their first hit for the runner in scoring position tonight. They're
Good take there. You couldn't do anything with that.
Just Mark Carlson's one of the good guys. Great umpire. I guarantee he just said, "Look, I know you're frustrated, but that what you know." And like I said, I guarantee when Ronald cools down, he understands the game. But in the heat of the moment, man, it's tough sometimes.
He's at second. No balls and a strike for Ozzie. Outfield shades him around toward right. And that's fouled away.
Quickly 0-2.
And it's 0-2. And between Jorge Alfaro and Jordan Baker, there was no way Ronald Acuña Jr. was going to.
Come on, Oz. Come on, bud. Big hit here.
Pretty big guy sitting there. The best revenge right here would be Ronald's best pal knock one to the outfield and let him score.
Come on, find some green.
Lead and add to his ERA.
Ozzie popped up with 2 on last time up. Now he's down 0-2. The pitch.
Good take. So, 98 there. Whew. Enticing.
After the stretch, Miami will have its 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up. Charlie Morton's been absolutely brilliant. He's got a 2-hit shutout working. Freeman's homer, the only run so far. That was in the first. Now the 1-2 instead of fake to second. Mets have taken a 6-2 lead over the Pirates.
I wouldn't.
Alonso with a big hit.
Don't know that I would.
Atlanta could use a big hit of their own and extend this lead.
Get down. Yes.
It's 2-0 Atlanta.
Run forever, Ozzie. Run forever.
Revenge is sweet for Ronald Acuña.
Revenge. Except every time they've hit him, we win the game. So I'm good.
Taking a page out of Freddie Freeman's book, knowing the ball's running away. I'm going to
great piece of hit in there.
Look at it. Just a nice, easy swing down.
Not trying to do too much. That a boy.
As I said, this is the best revenge. You add that all-important run. This is what the Braves have had trouble doing, tacking on runs. You got a pitcher out there dealing right now. You need 9 more outs, and now you give them a little bit of breathing room.
RBI number 60 for Ozzie Albies. Acuña scores his 71st.
Joe has been amazing on the radio. Ooh. See, now I don't like that.
A little frustrated, and you're right, Jeff.
That's Braves fans.
They're not happy with
That's 96 up there. No.
Now, the Braves fans took their talents to South Beach this weekend.
One ball, no strikes.
Oh. It was so bad. It was good there for Bender.
Acuña 71.
Inside breaking ball.
Tatis 67. Freddie Freeman has scored 56. That's good for 6th. And Bender is not nearly as sharp now as he was when he saw the Braves here in Atlanta.
Come on, Rye. Find some green. Find some green, bud.
His 3rd outing in 4 days. Gave up a run in his last inning against the Dodgers. That was a home run. And Riley toward that.
Yes! Finally got a squeaker.
Oh, the bounces and breaks starting to go again. Riley's thinking about 3. He's on his way.
Woo! Riley wheels. Riley wheels. Squeaker finally goes our way.
The sleeping giant. Perhaps that's exactly what that hit by pitch has done.
Yeah, you see that 2-seamer. He's able to keep this ball just staring down the line. And then you can tell how far they were playing him in the gap. The fact that Austin was able to turn that into a triple. And, you know, if anything, you see the emotion these guys all of a sudden have played with here the last.
Because you know what? Arcia, Panda, and all those.
As we said, tackle on runs, Chip. That's something.
I don't know if I'll ever move to I don't know if I'll ever move to Georgia. It depends on my work and whatever my career becomes, or my dream is to work for the Braves in some capacity or MLB Network. I would love to come to more games. But as of right now, I'm liking what I'm doing. See, I told you. Once the first runners in scoring position hit happens, it feels like everybody's calm and good. But
This has been a ballpark where Atlanta has had a lot of success. You can understand why a lot of Braves fans come out. Atlanta's 52.
But yeah, I mean, I would love to. But
the Marlins' new home ballpark and leading 3-0 tonight.
Good take. Let's see.
Yeah, we talked wondering if that bullpen would be a little bit taxed. You got to remember, they had 3 high stressful games with the Dodgers.
Yeah,
they won all of them, so they were a lot of work.
That was smashed, but right to Jazz. With 3-0, so hopefully Charlie can ride that momentum. Austin's a big boy. That's one thing about the Braves. That's why you want more base runners and things, because we are a very underrated, good base running.
Got the scoring started. Nick in that first inning, first pitch swinging for him, 18th homer of the year, and it just continues what's been a really nice stretch for him.
Yeah, it's good.
I bet you that Almonte grounder was about 100 and some miles an hour, as usual.
If he's going to get turned around with win, in the first 2 months worked great. So then he gets things turned around. He's swinging the bat much better. And the thing that's impressed me the most, and one of the reasons I know that he's in a good spot right now, is the balls that he's fouling off. You go back to the home run, obviously that was a good swing on a slider down the middle, but his second at bat, 9-pitch at bat down 1-2, he's fighting tough pitches up. So you see the number since June 10th in 27 games, 16 RBIs, 364 average, 18 runs scored. That's more of what we expect from Freddie Freeman.
Unfortunately, the Mets exploded for a 6-2 lead over the Buccos.
This looks like Freddie is ready to get on a tear for the rest of the season.
I like how you said not a matter of if, but when. And it was hard, though, to listen to
98 miles an hour off the bat of Almonte. Had an expected batting average of 530, but couldn't hit him where they ain't on that one.
I've seen the adjustments, and more so than anything, it's confidence. Yeah, he's showing the confidence in his face.
But I guess we finally get a squeaker to go our way, and then a liner had to be caught right after, but take a 3-0 lead.
From small taps. Online or on the go. Success is at your fingertips. Synovus, the bank of here.
Kelly, Nick, nice job with the stretch. So far, so good for Atlanta. They head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-run lead now against the Marlins. A little more breathing room for Charlie Morton, who has the 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up. Miguel Rojas starts things off. And a breaking ball inside. 84 pitches for Charlie.
Breaking ball inside.
This is the first time
Rojas showed bunt on that one.
Yeah, so hopefully now he can, he's got a little more room to work with. Go right after these guys. Bottom part of the lineup.
And Kevin Smith have been
fastball.
The opening pitch.
94 perfectly placed.
Struck out 6. He's walked a couple of men. Duvall and Panic, the only Marlins with base hits. Breaking ball softly hit right into the shift. Ozzie.
Perfectly placed. Easy ground out for Rojas. 1 out.
Yeah, look, with the All-Star break coming up, Chip, if he gets through this inning at, 94, 95 pitches, relatively easy, I think you'll see Smith send him back out there. I don't think he's got any problem riding Charlie for 110, knowing that, you got a whole week off.
Can't let this game get away. Can't. Gotta have it. Gotta have this series at the very least. Morton's pitch count high, 112 for Atlanta. That was June 17th against the Cardinals. That was
Yeah,
their 17th
my family is also Braves fans. My dad is a less than closet Yankee fan because my uncle works for the Yankees. I don't necessarily like them, but with the family ties, I can't help it. But I'm 1,000% Braves no matter what. So, but yes.
His first 2 games of the year were back-to-back against the Phillies. But through all that, Morton keeps rolling along. It's outside even count.
Good
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he showed you his numbers, and really, it's amazing because Charlie, his first 3, 4, 5 starts, he was high with that ERA, so it shows the work he's done, and it's exactly like I said when you signed him for that deal.
That was a nasty breaking ball. 1-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
But yeah, my family definitely hardcore Braves fans. I'm obviously the most hardcore, but
Right off his thumbs and out of play. Still excellent velocity.
It's a rowdy crowd down there in Florida tonight.
The 1-2 pitch. And Sanchez didn't chase that.
2-2, 96.
Once the Marlins get rolling, that's going to be a big home field advantage, I think. Passionate baseball fans.
Oh, don't walk him. 3-2. Pull that fastball.
All that comes with being in South Florida.
I don't need to let this guy go here.
Come on. Make him earn it.
1-2. Put him away.
Make him earn it.
There's the Braves shift. Riley is the rover in shallow right. And now the 3-2 pitch.
There you go.
Struck him out at 96.
96 down middle. Louisiana hardball. Here it is. Hit it, and you couldn't do it.
Well, that's still, I'm not going to try to trick you. Here's my 4-seamer at 96. Hit it. And look, Charlie just beats him to the spot. That still had some movement on it.
Look, I don't know if it's instructive or not, but with all the sliders and breaking balls that pitchers have been throwing in the last 3-4 years, I think far too many pitchers, Jeff, get away from their fastball.
No, you have, and no, I'm not related to Vince McMahon, but I've been asked that a few more times than I've been expected. But
Charlie has done that all night long. It is strike after strike for him.
it's funny. I don't know if you guys agree or Hudson. I think you've been on all of my. Freeman perfectly placed. Very nice, Charlie. I think you've been on all of my lives, but it's funny when I say something that they say right after me, it gives me like a, I can do this too type of thing. But it's just kind of funny because I said that same thing that Jeff did. Here it is, hit it, and he couldn't do it.
And securing your entire home with a simple touch or command.
And just really, really big there. Charlie doing what we were hoping Charlie would do from the jump when we signed him. Been really awesome. And sometimes it's hard to face a team in back-to-back starts, especially, knock on wood, with the previous struggles of Charlie against the Marlins for whatever reason.
Savoring of midnight midnight snack in your newly renovated dream kitchen. Get started on your next home project at Angie.com or download the Angie mobile app today. Make your home an Angie home. Angie, and done.
UFC fans, DraftKings all to enter the Octagon for cash with a free
But,
shot at $25,000.
yeah, that was a huge strikeout. Hopefully we can just add on a little more to make it a little
Take down your share of the
easier.
prize by predicting how it's all going down. Like who will walk out a winner and how long the fights will last. Don't wait. Download any DraftKings app now. Enter the promo code Play Free for $25K.
Make it rain with the official partner of the UFC.
This isn't just a walk up the stairs. When you have an irregular heartbeat, it's more. It's deep.
But
The freedom
yeah,
to go where you want, knowing you're
I'm hoping to grow these lives and my channel and things of that nature, because I'm hoping at some point that I could get
Ask Sherwin-Williams. Georgia drives Chevy. And by Synovus, the bank of here.
yeah, I pride myself in
completion of 7 innings tonight, and he should be smiling about his performance. Just 2 hits, 95 pitches.
Yeah, I think you have made all of them, which and you said you've only been following me for a couple of, or like 3 months now, so it's been incredible. And I know we don't necessarily know each other or met each other live yet, but again, I really appreciate the support and all the artistry you've helped me with, and I'm hoping to. I don't know that it's a new rivalry. I mean, since Acuna's situations, it's kind of manifested itself in that way. We've had the Marlins number for the most part,
Who's looking for his first base hit tonight.
except this year. So
Tomorrow afternoon, Max Fried and Trevor Rogers.
You are welcome.
This one's hammered towards
Get down.
Sanchez can't catch up to that. That'll bounce off the
Dansby double finally showed up again. That boy.
So all of a sudden, the Braves have found their hitting shoes. That's 3 extra base hits.
You're welcome, and I'm available for anything you need.
It's going to be like for the Marlins. You know, they're kind of limping into the All-Star break here as far as how much they've pitched. And they're finally getting to this bullpen.
That sounds suspiciously like a Ford key for tomorrow. Yeah, and for Sunday as well.
And then I guarantee you for Mattingly between Rogers
Make
and Lopez, he's hoping to get some length out of those guys. It's doing their best.
Well, he got it from Sean Morimondo, who saved him 5 innings. He was outstanding. 3 hits, no runs. But then
I can't wait to be able to
in immediate trouble.
head to a Braves game and meet a lot of.
See if Freddie can do his job, get him over.
Meet all of you at some point, or some of you anyway, because it's been so amazing, and being able to chase my dream in this way has been absolutely incredible, and I'm really sad that kind of COVID took it away last year, but I'm already at 2-0. Do your job, bud. Do your job.
See all that rim to the right. If he can stick with trying to shoot that, if he does throw that same pitch you just thrown, there's a good chance he's going to
shoot that way. Shoot that way. Already 2-1, bud. Do a job. Little thing. Breaking ball. 2-2. Yeah, I'm hoping to make side cash at some point. The 4,000 watch hours are a steep hill to climb, but that's part of the reason why I started doing these lives, and I'm glad a lot of people have enjoyed it, and it's been really fun
Signed him to a minor league contract.
just for people to see me in the light of watching games instead of just completely my reaction, which
It's their AAA club. He went 2-0 with a 1.80 ERA. He's got a full count now for Heredia. And a swing.
Strike out on a 3-2 breaking ball.
He strikes out. That's the first time he's.
Come on, G, you could have bunted there.
Kevin Smith, the catcher's coming up.
But that was a nasty breaking ball. That
took some off it. Heredia was
trying to yank it, but
get out there.
That was a bad strikeout.
So a happy birthday for
Come on, Kev.
So far,
do something positive.
And Smith, the hitter, 0 for 3.
You called that on Riley, but
Charlie Morton's spot is due next. The Braves have a pinch hitter.
Close breaking ball there.
Circle.
I think it's the Ratty Arcia.
Is Orlando Arcia, the 1-0 pitch.
2-0 for Kevin.
He's done a nice job for Atlanta. Remember, he never played left field in the major leagues until he got to Truist Park.
I always like to believe, though, as good a shortstop as he was in Milwaukee, if you're athletic enough to play that, you got to believe. I know it's different, and I know it's ball's hooking on you coming the outfield, but I think he's made a pretty good transition.
I would think, too, you make the right point. He's used to playing on the left side of the baseball.
Foul back fastball.
There's a second baseman or a first baseman making that transition. Maybe it's different.
Yeah, and like you said, for the most part, you go looking around the league, Anthony, for the shortstops, one of your better athletes. So.
Smith ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. 3-0 Braves lead. There's a fastball.
Yeah. Took a fastball center cut there, 2-2. Yeah, this would be a nice add-on to get. But not necessarily the part of the order that gives you the up move.
That's yanked off the netting foul.
Hanger breaking ball. Yanked. Yes, I'm a big sports memorabilia fan. There's a lot in the office right now. My room is completely that.
8-2 in the 6th. The Nationals face the Giants a little later on tonight.
Good swing, split a high fastball there by Kevin. Yes, I'm a big sports memorabilia fan.
Couple more players won't be participating in the All-Star game. Buster Posey goes to the IL. Yu Darvish with a bad back. Unlikely for the All-Star game. 2-2 pitch. And Smith drives one deep to right. 2 ball going back. Still going back.
Oh!
And a hustle back to the second base bag by Dansby. A fine, long-running catch.
Duval defense got us again.
Yeah, that ball kept carrying. Yeah, it did. Went a lot farther than I thought, and I think Adam, too. Got taken all the way to the edge of the wall.
Good swing, Kevin.
I think we all forget when you watch Adam Duval play, you get wrapped up in the homers and the RBIs and the mammoth power. Forget how good a defender he is.
Yeah.
Arcia pinch hitting for
excellent play. And so the Braves can't get on a run after the Heredia strikeout and Smith fly out with Swanson leading off with a double. And now it's Orlando Arcia.
Come on, Ars. I guess I should have said Orlando. Woo! Ambush job, boys. Had a way to pick up GH and Kevin Smith, even though that was a very Kevin Smith.
The Braves bats in the 8th inning, and those add-on runs, man, are they a long time in coming.
Well, Arcia's an aggressive hitter. Oker kind of just get me over slider.
There's another video, my 1-year anniversary video Just help me get more followers.
That has been wearing out that left field corner. It's an easy score for Swanson. Now the crowd will welcome Ronald Acuna Jr.
Sorry.
to the plate. He
Allergies.
scored the second Braves run after he was grazed with a breaking ball.
Yeah, I've got.
Be interested to see how they pitch him. There's a base open with the lefty on deck.
I've got.
Obviously, it's the reigning full MVP and one of the hottest hitters. But this is where the dynamic of him and Freddie really start to show.
Oh, Alfaro got crossed up.
Ooh, inside fastball to Acuna, crossed up.
Talk that one over. Did you see his reaction?
Yeah,
that was
going to be a slider.
That was almost a face burger for Alfaro there.
Let's step aside for a quick message from the Home Depot.
The Home Depot rental has everything you need to go the distance, including tools, trucks, and equipment, some with job site delivery.
I'm addicted to it too, but it's also because it's the experiences that I've been able to have, and I've been lucky enough to have them. And this is crazy, but
3 for 8 by my count, with runners in scoring position tonight.
1-1 on a down breaking ball. Good pitch there for him.
Right direction.
But and getting fan mail and things, I'm still weirded out by that people think of me enough to send me things and that I'll enjoy and that I'll cherish, and I have, and it's just so much fun. 1-1 to Acuna. Inside fastball. 2-1. You got to pitch him in.
He doesn't like it. But you have to pitch him in.
Chip Carey, will you stop defending the Marlins so much? I get that they have to pitch in, but being hit by the same team 7 times gets old, whether it's intentional or not.
And that's why you pitch in.
Stop the move. Chip Carey. That was a good pitch. Slider away. Either that was good.
So he's really just kind of pitching off those 2 pitches. Fastball and that slider at about 78.
Fought off that inside fastball there.
It's still 2-2. When Tom was here, Jeff, we talked about the importance of pitchers pitching in to get them off pitches. How do you get satisfaction when the ball's inside like that? How do you get a pitcher to stop doing that?
Well,
if you don't like it.
Well, you just continue to take like he's doing, and you wear them out when they go out over that plate.
Oh, full count.
And that's something early this season. I thought Ronald was really good, was taking that inside pitch. I feel like he's got a little more aggressive on that inside pitch, and if he can get back to spitting on that pitch, there's really nowhere to go to get him out if he can take those.
That was the hole that Kevin Seitzer talked about. He had filled.
He had kind of closed down. It's opened up a little bit, but
that's another way. You show that pitcher, you can turn on that pitch, even though it's yanked foul. You miss by another inch, that might end up in the seats.
Well, and now it's a 3-2 count. So for him, if he's coming in,
3-2 count to Acuna.
Close to a strike.
Good at bat.
If you're going way in, then it's just ball 4 and it doesn't matter. So that's where, by Ronald taking some of those in, now he's worked himself in a good count.
Courtesy look to RC at second.
He's worried about RC. I promise you he's not going anywhere.
I would love him to sit in orbit and just do some backflips or something. Backflips or something on the bases.
Have enough control hit by him on that inner half.
And that's what I said. So now, to me, this is where Ronald can really make him pay. He knows keep coming in there. He knows he can turn on it. And if he tries to throw that little get me over slider, whatever that is, Ronald could hit it right back up the middle.
Luke Jackson was up and throwing in the Atlanta pen.
That was weird. He kind of telegraphed that one.
2 on, 2 out, a run in, and Freddie Freeman coming up. Again, Ronald has almost single-handedly destroyed the Marlins in his brief big league career.
First and second,
59
2
runs
outs.
in 55 career games, including tonight's play. And now Freeman's coming up. He homered to start his night. He's walked twice.
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes them the most
Great at bat.
hitters in baseball, and the fact that
By Ronnie.
you just pitched to Ronald, you ended up not making a pitch that you could, so you walked him. Well, now you get to face Freddie Freeman with first and second.
Right, and if you don't get
He
Freeman,
telegraphed that too.
all be red hot since June 1st.
Ooh. Whoa. I know he's not trying to headhunt, but jeez. And yeah.
2 balls, no strikes.
Ugh, couldn't do it. Couldn't do anything with that 2-1. Very generous call in the inside corner there. Yeah, that's the when you pit you can.
Shift on Freddie more straight up right now.
There's when you have to be really good at what you do to be able to pimp walks, and Ronald is definitely that.
The runner on second.
Ugh, inside
Freddie wants to confirm that
curveball.
Strike. It looked like.
But those are actually 4 balls. But it's 2-2 because
has needed 29 pitches to this point. On his birthday, the pitch is popped up. Got it on his hands.
Somebody miss it. Somebody miss it.
It's Aguilar in foul ground. He says, Jorge, get out of my way.
8
With an 8th inning run.
8 up, Freddie there. On the inside corner, nice pitching by Okert, but I think he got away with a couple calls there.
What inspires you inspires us. Muse Residential, specializing in turnkey kitchen and bath renovations. Your dedicated team from initial consultation to project completion. Amazing transformations, on time and on budget. Muse Residential, beautiful remodeling simplified.
Hi, I wanted to get the mobile deal I saw on the sign. Sure. But you're getting 4 lines. Oh, I don't need 4 lines. Well, then you can't get that deal. But imagine what you could do with 4 lines. You can have one to call your lawyer. What? Embezzlement. Or you can use one to call your boss. Quick question. How do I tell someone who's not getting 4 lines that he's just going to cost more? Yeah, I don't think she looks happy. No, not yet. She's going to lose her mind. You tell her. You know what? I'm good.
T-Mobile is selling it. Don't buy it.
Didn't work.
For one fair price, no matter how many lines you need, choose Spectrum Mobile.
What inspires you inspires us. Muse Residential, specializing in turnkey kitchen and bath renovations. Your dedicated team from initial consultation to project completion. Amazing transformations, on time and on budget. Muse Residential, beautiful remodeling simplified.
Sorry.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes, and you can do it.
Allergies, and I was plugging in my computer so it didn't die on me. But yeah, that was a little cringy. Had cringy calls on Freddie there. Kind of took, but good pitches on the inside from Okert. But I feel.
Let's check out our T-Mobile coverage cam from Lone Depot Park. Beautiful baseball facility that is located on the former site of the old Orange Bowl. Climate-controlled comfort.
Yeah.
No worries about rain delays. Roof on all night tonight, but they haven't been able to keep the Braves under control. 4-0 Atlanta in Game 1. Charlie Morton, 7 innings of 2-hit shutout ball, and as you see, Luke Jackson.
Luke Jackson.
From the Atlanta bullpen to hopefully get the first of the 6 outs we need to secure win number 1.
Yeah, I see the reason. Luke's in the 8th inning right there. Fantastic year, 36 innings. And this is a guy, Chip, that you talk
Oh,
about.
Paul and I love Paul too. I love Kelsey. Kelly has been good too.
Getting ahead with the fastball, they go to work with the slider.
It's just
we were talking about earlier.
because everybody loved Kelsey so much, it's just kind of a hard. No walks, Luke 2-0.
Look, I've never hit a 95-mile-an-hour pitch. I can't throw a 95-mile-an-hour pitch, but in 30 years watching the game, a well-located 92-mile-an-hour pitch is enough to get anybody out.
Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. Make him earn it.
So I love it when guys do exactly what Morton did and hopefully what Jackson will do. That is pound that strike zone. Make them put it in play. This is not a powerful Marlins club.
No, I think it.
Two balls into strike.
Sorry, my brother just sent me a funny text.
A well-located fastball is the toughest pitch in the game to hit.
I would agree 100%.
Ground ball to Freeman. Easy play for Freddie. Go ahead.
One out on a break him on a slider. Well placed, 2-1. Nicely done, Luke.
Doctor, professor, and he did a lot of work on the effective velocity of pitches. I found it dynamic. An 86-mile-an-hour fastball, so 86 right down the middle is 86. You throw that in, it has the effect of being 92. If you throw it away, it has the effect of being 80. That's 12 miles an hour difference between a fastball in and away on effective velocity on a well-located fastball. The fastball has to be on the black. The reason is that ball in, you got to get the head out to hit that, so you have to swing earlier, and you can be behind or late on the ball away and still drive it to the opposite field.
Jerry Cooper, pinch hitting.
What I am making in all of this is you got to pitch in, you got to pitch away, and you got to hit your spots, and you don't have to throw 95 plus to do that.
Bertie, let me ask you a question.
I love Paul.
Question of how today's
he's been a huge supporter of mine. So is Kelsey, and so is Kelly.
Seemingly are in love with the strikeout.
They're just they've been really
Is that a fair way of putting it? And is that reluctance at times to throw the fastball the genesis of that? By that I mean they'd rather trick a guy than
quickly
necessarily
1-2 to Garrett Cooper.
I think you do whatever gets you
on a good fastball.
So if you hit home runs and you're a hitter and somebody gets called up over you that's hitting 240 but has more power, then you are going to try to swing for the downs, and that's going to affect you in your average because it's hard to.
Good high fastball, good spoil by Coop, but good placement by Luke there.
Same thing with a pitcher. If you try to throw every pitch as hard as you can, that's going to show up in your control because it's hard to be a max effort guy and hit your spot.
Yeah, I've had a lot of interactions with them. They follow me.
He could go either way here, and he gets to swing and miss.
Whew, nasty dirt ball slider there from Luke. Luke could be an all-star. Really, he could.
Into a dynamic pitcher because of that right there. I remember Brian McCann.
But yeah, it's.
That he thought Luke had one of the best
I don't know who was first. I think Kelsey was first.
Because he doesn't think he should get hit on his fastball. And Brian kept telling him, yes, but you got to set that pitch up. And I think
Kelsey was first, and then Paul.
Yeah, you know, when I coach USA, I coach travel ball, and I talk in the locker room, and I tell guys,
Jazz Chisholm,
it's 0-2,
1-2.
Air it out, man, as hard as you can.
1-0 on a slider, just missed.
Down the middle, but you know you can get it in a general vicinity and throw the ball as hard as you can. But you don't have to do that.
Stay straight, Luke. Stay straight. Don't walk them, bud.
3-2, and when I talked about the velocity difference of pitching in and away, you can ease up on it, throw it in, and have a harder effective velocity.
So yeah, I mean, I've been so fortunate.
But that goes back
come on, Luke.
Is, it seems like
his shoulders flying open on the last 3 sliders.
Home runs, and that's, I guess, the genesis
3-0.
of the question. Just get outs, right? Soft contact. And Sandy Koufax said, I'd rather have the 27 guys put the ball in play than strike out 13 people. It's a lot easier workload for me, if that makes sense.
No, it's true. It's like right there. You know, could he have taken a little off? Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Luke. 4-pitch walk to Jazz Chisholm. Not what you want.
I do agree with you, Chip. You last longer in the game, meaning you can last in later innings if you haven't maxed out every single pitch. Your career lasts longer if you're not max effort every single pitch. So there is something to that. I love the game of baseball.
Come on,
There's been
Luke.
a huge increase in velocity.
Find the zone again, bud.
Over the last 10 years. I think we keep that. We keep the med ball, the training, the academies, the kids that. We add the old school of pitch when you need to.
Well, I use Facebook for a lot of my views, or a good chunk of my views, and Twitter. Twitter's been the avenue that's helped me grow the most, but so is Facebook. So
That's what Jacob DeGrom does, right? No, to use him as a
go out there.
Beautiful example. He struggled a while back, and I mean,
5 straight balls.
He gave up 3 runs, and he just said, he goes, I'm at my best when I don't play as hard as I can. And he goes, the ball comes
I have way too many favorite TV shows. Grey's Anatomy.
and he doesn't try to throw as hard as he can.
Heartland is one.
11, 12, and 13 when I was in Kansas
NCIS. A lot.
And then 94 to 95, 96 in the middle innings. And by
I have way too many favorite TV shows. Fuller House, Full House.
With Birdie, I remember Smoltz told me I want to throw a fastball the first time through the lineup as much as I can. I don't want to.
Come on, Luke, find the zone again.
Until I have to.
Don't become adventure.
I think tonight's game is
Don't become adventure.
Talked about that with Charlie Moore.
Love The Good Doctor too. I knew there was New Amsterdam. I'm a medical show junkie, mystery show junkie, crime show junkie, anything.
Absolutely.
Find that a boy. Find the zone. Slider. Dropped it in.
And
Yeah.
great stat guy, 2 pitches.
No, I can't watch House because that was Stuart Little's dad, and that just creeps me out for some reason. I can't watch that.
He's pitching like an ace, and I don't think he's Max Effort ever pitched.
1-2 back-to-back good sliders against Marte. Found the zone.
It has been fun to watch for him and for
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've just never been able to watch House because of that. I'm sure it's a great show, but I can't.
Take care of Starling Marte.
Come on, Luke. Finish him off, but
Things back over to the bats for the top of the 9th.
good fastball there. Took a little off.
It's the best he can do is foul.
It's an emergency act.
Emergency. Took a little off that one. Didn't try to overthrow.
Before that, so he's got him thinking slider, then he throws that. Now, for Luke, a little bit the same way. He can throw to me whichever pitch he wants. He can bounce a slider.
Come on, Luke.
Or he can
Finish it.
elevate a fastball.
The 1-2.
Good spot. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. You got Aguilar waiting on deck.
One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill is a big one for me. And if I had to choose one show that could get rebooted, I think I would go with that one.
Rojas right-handed.
Come on, Luke. Finish him off,
Now the 2-2 pitch.
please.
Just hit him full count, back-to-back breaking balls.
And that was what you liked about Charlie's matchup with the
Come on,
Marlins.
bud.
They don't
3-2.
have a left-handed hitter.
Don't.
It's a right-handed heavy
Come
ball.
on, bud. Get him out
So you
somewhere.
like the idea of him going against us
Come on.
offense.
Come on, Luke.
No more, Luke. Let's see if 20 pitches is enough in the home 8th. Sharply hit by right to
Attaboy.
Gansby, who's got it.
Had a way to make him hit it.
Gives up a 2-out walk, but nothing else. And we head to the ninth.
Screaming Mimi to Dansby, but nicely placed.
This may look like a regular movie night.
Did House get a good ending?
It's more. It's the simple act of enjoying time with friends, knowing they understand your position.
Yeah, so good job by Luke. He really could be an all-star this year. I don't know if he will be, but his numbers, he's kind of the
Can start something wonderful. A little kindness can change
only person in the bullpen that doesn't make me break out into hives. it's funny how people say they found me. I'm sure you watch my kind of get to know me videos, but I started this just so I could talk to other people about sports, and I didn't have to tell it to my mom or my parents as much. And it just kind of took on a life of its own. So, I mean, it's strange how things happen, but I'm glad you found me. Because you've been one of the great sporters. You too, CJ, and
folks, all of us getting excited for Hank Aaron weekend here at Truist Park, July 30th till August 1st. A special.
It's just been incredible, and the fact that it's only been 2.5 years is insane and great and awesome, and I can't wait to continue, and hopefully the Braves continue to make me have happy things to talk about instead of the annoyed hat toss. Although I got many compliments on the hat toss from the other night, which was kind of nice, or which was kind of funny.
He was in the Atlanta bullpen. Caught home run number 715 at Fulton County Stadium.
We'll try to add on with Ozzie, Riley, and Almonte.
Joining us tonight on Valley Sports, we approach 10 o'clock.
4-0 shutout with Zach Pop on the mound. He was a good piece for the Marlins bullpen.
Yeah, Pop, sinker slider guy. 2 pitches pretty much.
Yeah. I talked about it when I reached 1,000 subscribers. I guess I didn't realize that it was smack dab in the middle of COVID and creating those videos and just guessing kind of 0-1 to Ozzie.
An RBI double and a run scored in the 2-run 7th. This one's lifted in the air toward Sanchez. Shy of the warning track.
Fly out.
The old home run sculpture used to be in Miami. And that takes care of Albany's one man down.
Yeah.
Thank God that thing's gone.
Not a fan, huh?
Well, I honestly, I think this is one of those beautiful parks in baseball. It really is gorgeous.
Yeah,
that made it look like a clown show.
I just remember a game.
Yeah, 2019 when I started.
Just bombing away against Marlins. Dan Ugla actually hit the home run sculpture. You hear the metallic clang. As this one is golfed into the gap.
Got me, Riley. We gonna have another triple? Nope, just a double. But yeah, 2019 is when I started it. 2000 April 16th. Against the Rockies, actually. I
just a momentary pause to gather himself and then whack.
That's when I found Braves Fam and I hashtagged it and it exploded and we won that game. Dansby had a 3-run homer and Chad Sabathia actually was the big reliever.
Really good job.
So double and ground out by Almonte, but great piece of hitting. I don't know why they're standing behind second base. I hate that version of the shift. But yeah, 2019 was first one. It was the first year I did it. 2020 last year and this year. But 2019 was my first full. Yeah, I'll take a Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew sponsorship or anybody that wants to
start the weekend off in the win column.
Anybody that wants to give me a sponsorship, I'm cool. And I'm kind of hoping I'm still trying to figure out the t-shirt thing that I had you help me with.
set up for sweeping a one game over 500. Probably couldn't find that ball.
Come on, Dans.
One ball, no strikes.
Yeah.
Need to and even count. Mets are up 12-3. That game's in the 7th at Citi Field.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the t-shirt thing because I really want that to be a t-shirt, and it's just t-shirt worthy, and it's my saying. So
Like the Braves game up in Pittsburgh on Wednesday.
Get it out of their system tonight.
Well, the videos are still there if you wanna
As this one's poked
get down.
Duvall, did he catch it or trap it?
Trapped it.
Trapped it. Duvall didn't do anything. Woohoo! Duvall finally didn't catch something or do something good against us.
Yeah, good job by Duvall, but he just trapped it. And a
Yeah, be really.
if he, watching that last time he was able to turn on one from a lefty. Here he got jammed, and look what happens. He got rewarded with an RBI and a single.
Good job by Duvall to snare that. If he doesn't, that's in the corner. Dansby might still be running. So it's 5.
Good job, D.
Already a single in 3 trips. And Pop got away with another one.
All the Dansby haters are sweating a little bit for this. It's good.
That would be their 10th shutout victory of the season.
Yeah, I might need the
Pitching has been from time to
that was one of my favorite videos that I.
Broken bat. Rojas will step on the bag, and that retires the side.
Already a ground out.
Double, single, and RBI in his last 2 trips. One broken bat. We'll try to break the Marlins' hearts with 3 more outs in the home ninth next.
That was one of my favorite videos because I did that when my brother Patrick was having his first daughter Marley, and we went down there because they were having her, and we had to do it. I was in the hotel, and it was we were down like 7-0 or 7-2 at least, and that game didn't end until about 12:30, and I probably I tried that video so many times because usually when I'm in a hotel we find a place for me to do it as to not disturb the hotel people and give me a chance to kind of have my reactions, but it was so late I had to do it in front of the TV.
South Florida with Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Braves battle the Marlins in Miami. Live coverage leads off tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern on Down Sports Southeast.
Well, it's Jesse Chavez coming on.
I had to,
bottom of the 9th inning.
and it was a mess, and it wasn't one of my better videos, but it got so many views, and I was just so excited. It was such a good moment and a good.
No chance for a save opportunity. The lead's too big for Smith.
Yeah, and I think they had both him and Will double barreling down there. I think if it was at 4-0, I think Smith brings in Will, but at 5-0 here, you're able to say, Will, if you need him the next 2 days, you got him.
And as you mentioned earlier in the game, you look at the Marlins lineup card, you've got Aguilar, Duvall, Rojas, all right-handed hitters.
Yep. So a good chance to put this
Sorry.
game away.
Allergies. Woo!
And it's one of the most complete games so far. We need 3 more outs, but I've seen this team play. We talk about the tack-on runs, Chip. That's what they've done. 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th.
Well, Jesse's been a revelation for Atlanta. Remember, he was the opener for the Braves in Cincinnati a couple of weeks ago. Those are the only 2 runs he's given up. That was his Atlanta debut on June 24th. Since then, Jeff, he's pitched 2 innings in a game, an inning in a third game, and pitched an inning against the Pirates a couple of days ago. Point being,
Jesse Chavez in.
Multiple innings for you in relief and throw strikes.
Hopefully, 1, 2, 3, quick, easy breezy. Hopefully. But he's one that throws strikes.
Plenty of movement. You see that pitch at 92.
0-1, 92 to Aguilar.
He pitched to a 2.25 ERA with Gwinnett, 13 appearances. Healthy after some elbow problems.
Outs, but outs.
Last year, an ERA approaching 7. He's not pitching like that for Atlanta. He's going to get the first out here. Acuna says he's got it.
Fly out to Acuna, 1 out.
The 5-run lead. He's in center field.
No, but I think Chavez has become the new Tomlin in the fact that he's thrown strikes and gotten outs quickly, quality, and it's so unassuming, and it's just great.
Walks. Ball didn't see a lot of time against the Dodgers, like Zach Thompson, who was penciled in to start the game. He was sidelined with an illness that may be making its way through the Marlins dugout. And Duvall's going to pop to the catcher if it stays in play, but
didn't stay in play. Yeah, because Tomlin struggled. I mean, he's had some good appearances, but I think Tomlin is not it anymore. Unless we're up 20-2. It's just not working for him. And that magic 0-2 quickly to Duvall. But
you'll enjoy the telecast tonight across Braves country. Big weekend for the organization with the series in Miami, then the preparation for the draft.
Strike 3 right down the middle, 89. Woo! 2 quick outs by Chavez, and finally getting something good out of, or some good luck coming from the minors with Kyle Muller and Arcia and Chavez.
Like the second game in a row now that you've seen the Braves with runners in scoring position come up with some big hits.
And maybe the runners at scoring position thing is starting to unlock a little bit more consistently.
For Rojas, who's 0 for 3 tonight. As things stand now, Charlie Morton is the pitcher of record for the Braves. With 1 more out, he'll be 8-3 before the All-Star game. Anthony Bass stands to be the loser.
Jesse Chavez.
That's the difference in the game. He would fall to 1-5.
Slider to Freddie Freeman's. Look at him.
That's it. So the Braves a strike away from their 10th shutout victory of the season.
You know, it's so weird. This year we've been so inconsistent, but yet we still have 10 shutouts this year. Like, that's dumb. We have 10 shutouts. I mean, and thank God we've had them because the offense has been so silent. If we didn't have those shutouts, we could be talking about something way worse. 2-2. Come on, finish him off, Chav. Don't give him any hope whatsoever. If we finish this one off, would be 10.
And Rojas not going quietly.
Yeah. I think.
I hope that guy gave that ball to that kid. We'll never know. Got it.
3. I think 3 of them were 1-0. maybe more.
General principal, right? That fan looked like a good guy. Chavez shakes no, nods yes, and here it comes. Hey!
Yay! Woohoo!
Shut out Miami. What a nice way to
Victory chop, baby. I am over 500 in lives.
Braves are 2-2 on the road trip. Big booming bats late for Atlanta. Bevy of extra base hits. They scored 4 times over the final 3 innings. Took advantage of a beleaguered Marlins bullpen.
Yeah. Fighting over a foul ball is a pastime that will never get old.
Right in the first inning with a hanging slider, and then he had all runs, and you can't say enough about Charlie Morton. 7 innings, 8-3 at the All-Star break, mid-3 ERA. Did exactly what you wanted. Come back and do the same tomorrow. 2 more games.
The Boston Red Sox are helping us out with the 11-3 over the Phillies. The Pittsburgh Pirates turned into the Pittsburgh Pirates again. I'll do the victory chop again. I am over 500 in lives, 3-2. And yeah, 3-2. So, and two of them being 20 runs scored. So awesome. Finally getting that runners in scoring position unlocked, and just some really, really good stuff. Charlie getting out of a couple of jams, but didn't need too much help. So victory chop, baby. No, I'm over 500 in lives. I don't have a 3-game winning streak. I have a 2-game winning streak in lives, but 3-2 overall, which is feeling good. And I will try to make a schedule kind of, but I just do it varyingly once a week. So I'll just let you guys know on Twitter and Facebook and such to do that. But as always, go Braves. Victory, 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 victory. That feels so good. Thanks, guys, for joining me.